Hey, Durrani here. Welcome back to the Hunter Call of the Wild. How's everybody doing this Sunday night? How's everybody's weekend? It wasn't long enough for me. Hey, Morgan, Mia, Doggy. You got pissed off at this game and uninstalled it? I have to ask. Well, I mean, perfectly fine. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. Not every game is gonna be a thing for everybody, but I'm kind of curious why. But we are in the Hunter Call of the Wild. I am opening it up to anybody that wants to join in. I'm visible on Steam, and also if you look up on the upper right, that little flashing bit, that's my name. If you want to add me on the game, Duranu number 3190. I'm taking dogs out of the equation because I don't know how that works in multiplayer. I'm just trying to make it easier on my system. And we have a total of up to 7 people that can join in. I haven't picked a reserve yet. I think I'm going to do a random reserve and just start clicking around like crazy. You ran around for 2 hours and found 1 deer in the first. Yeah, the thing is, Doggy, sometimes it's like that. What I do, the easiest way to do it is if I'm like running around for like a half hour, an hour, and I haven't seen jack poop, I'll do one of 2 things. I will go to a cabin and change the time to morning, kind of like reset the day or the next day, essentially. Or I'll just go to another reserve and do the same thing, set the time for morning, and then head out again. But that way I'm not sitting there for hours on end and, not finding something. Because what happens is when you reset the day, or not, I keep saying reset the day, but when you sleep and then come back up in the morning, a lot of times things reset. And animals go about their day like they normally would, and hunting pressure drops a little bit if you're in a place that's been hunted down a lot and things like that. But usually that works for me, because I've had days like that where I've been in the game, I sat there for hours, just whatever, and not seeing a damn thing. At the same time, other things that I would do is sometimes I would go in here with a purpose not to hunt, but say I open up a new reserve, and then I will just drive around and unlock a bunch of stuff so I have a bunch of like fast travel areas that I can use later. So I will spend like an hour or 2 just driving from cabin, hunting cabin to hunting cabin to unlock it. So that way, when I go back to the map later on, I can fast travel to wherever I want to go. And, I don't have to worry about doing that while I'm hunting. You've actually never been to anywhere but the first reserve. Yeah, that's the other thing. To try other reserves. I forgot how many reserves you get from the basic game. I know there's been a lot of DLC for this one, an insane amount of DLC. In fact, I'm not even sure which one I'm going to do yet. Hey, Caboose, how you doing? Jono, glad you can make it. Anarchy, glad you can come by too. So again, if you want to join in on the hunt, I don't have voice open, but I'm enjoying taking this time on Sundays just to sort of relax, chill from the week and just enjoy some slower paced gaming. And I know I include Battlefield 6 in that. To me, that's a relaxing game. I don't know how to explain it other than, for me, it's one of those games that I actually enjoy relaxing to. So that's included with this. The hunting games. I found fishing games I might be doing later on. And it's funny that you bring up, Doggy, it's funny that you bring up SnowRunner, because that's another one. Because I know that's one that's multiplayer as well. I've played with my brother on that one. And that's another one I might do sometime in the future as a chill game where people can join in and just drive around and do deliveries and stuff like that in SnowRunner. I don't have MudRunner though. I have SnowRunner, but that's another one of those games I might include on like the Sunday chill games. But anyway, I'm gonna pick a random reserve, and the way I'm gonna do that is I'm just gonna close my eyes. I'm gonna click like mad. And you know what I'll do is I'll start clicking, and the first person to type stop in chat, I'm just staring at chat, I'm going to stop clicking, and wherever that is, that's where we're going to hunt today. Hold on a second. I think my mouse went off there. Okay. wherever we hunt, that's where, or wherever it stops, that's where. Okay, so Anarchy said stop. We are going to Hirschfelden Hunting Reserve. Hirschfelden, that's not the first one, is it? I can't remember. So we are going in there. 8 players, visibility to friends, allowing vehicles, no dogs. Here we go. Again, there, my name was up there. So if you want to join in, I am visible on Steam, or you can add me. Just let me know in chat if you add me, in case I miss it or something. That way you can get in. I can send an invite or whatever. All right, so we are in Hirschfelden. I can't remember what this map is. I know I've hunted this a lot. Oh my God, I've been everywhere. I think. Oh, this is where I remember this map. I would essentially. Okay, you see this here? The pink represents. This pink blob you see here represents hunting pressure. And what that means is that's a spot where you manage to hunt and kill a lot of animals. And the higher the hunter pressure or hunting pressure, a lot of times animals will avoid that area. The reason why it's so big and pink. This is where I would pretty much, I would commit genocide against geese. This was my favorite goose hunting spot. I could go here with a 22 and annihilate hundreds of geese. I've in my brain, I have fed thousands of families. In my brain, I have fed geese to thousands of families over the holidays. So that's why that's there. But yeah, that's how I remember this map. Quite a few things in here. I don't know if there's anything dangerous in here, but as you can see, I've got quite a bit unlocked. Let's see here. What's going on in chat? Everybody's saying stop, go, quests, and oh my God, go for some red deer. That's not, is there red deer? I can't remember what's in Hirschfelden. I'm gonna have to look it up. I can't remember what kind of animals are in Hirschfelden. I know there's fox. That's about all I remember. I'm not even spelling it right. What animals? What game is in? Let's see. Okay, so trying to see. I'm trying to look up to see what actually is around in here. We have Canada goose, that's a given. Ringneck pheasant, red fox, roe deer, fallow deer, wild boar, red deer. Actually, one of my favorite things to hunt, the red deer. We have European bison, and we have European rabbit. So the biggest things around here are going to be European bison. I think some of the most plentiful things that I've hunted in here are the fallow and red deer, as well as the roe deer, fallow, wild boar, and red deer. So that's what we're looking at. So I'm gonna have to gear myself up for red. I'm gonna gear myself up to try to get anywhere from roe deer to bison. So I'm gonna need some big calibers. Hey, Theodore, how you doing? Glad you could join. You're one-shotting enemies. You should have been doing. Wait, what? What are you playing? Ooh, coffee. Oh God, I needed that. I don't know if anybody is wanting to join. I know Mike had mentioned it earlier, but I don't see him on. I'm gonna go ahead and get myself geared up. Again, if you want to join in, there are 7 spots available. 31 Duranu number 3190. That's my name in game. If you want to add me in the Hunter Call of the Wild and just join in, run around, and do some hunting with me. Otherwise, we are gonna chill. Why is this? Do I still have? I think I still have quests in here. And where am I? Cabin. I don't know. I actually don't remember what I'm geared for in here. I have a Ranger 243. I have a 338. I might be okay. And that's a Magnum. What? Hold on. Ammo. Let's see. 243 will take out anything from a fox on up. 2 to 6, 3 through to 8, 7 to 9, and 7mm 4 to 9. Actually, between these two, I'm pretty good, but I don't know why these are kind of, oh no, 2 and 3. Okay. So between those, I think I got everything covered already. So I'm going to start going on a hunt. You're playing Code Vein 2? Awesome. How are you liking that so far? I know you've been playing it for a little bit now. Okay. So we are at... It looks like last time I was here, I was hunting some geese, because I don't know any other reason why I would be in this area. Now, it's been a long time since I've been on this map. So as far as where everything's at, I don't really remember. So we're going to have to do a lot of wandering around, see what we can find. We will head... Let's see. Where would be a good spot to start? A lot of these are like farmland, patches of flowers, or essentially work farmland. We're going to head towards the water and just take a little peek and see what we can find first. Let's head over here for now. I can't remember what's where. Oh, I was... Hey, medic. I was shooting with slugs. Yes. There... I can't imagine there was much left of that duck. Of those 2 ducks. I'm still impressed that I managed to hit 2 of them with a freaking slug. But anybody wondering what I'm doing today? Obviously, we're doing some hunting. This is just... I've decided I've been enjoying taking Sundays to do low-key stuff and just chat with you guys, talk about how the week's gone, anything new going on. Hey, out of context, Thomas, how you doing? Yeah, talk about how the week's been going. Oh, I should check to see the time. You know, talk about future plans, things like that. So I've been finding this is a nice way to sort of chill after the week, because I know a lot of times during the week I'm doing a lot more action intense stuff. Well, yesterday was pretty action intense, I would think. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming that again. I took a look at Forza 5, and I don't know how this is gonna run with Forza 6, because I just happened to check before I streamed. Nearly every song, I've got a copyright notice on practically every song. The funny thing is all of the songs, and there was a list of them. There was like a huge list of songs that I got copyright notices about, and out of all of them, I think they were all like they would split monetization, except for one. Like one completely rendered the video incapable of monetization out of that giant list. I think it was only one, maybe 2. I'll have to relook. But yeah, muting in studio is easy. It's just the sucky part is it gets rid of chat, and that's the disappointing part. And also, you know, anything, if there was anything earned on it, it's already split or gone to copyright owners, and I don't end up seeing it. It only helps if there's a lot of, like, I don't know what you call it, residual. Oh, muting doesn't. Okay, because I just remove the song is what I usually did, because it otherwise it mutes the entire audio, and where removing the song literally just removes the song but keeps all the other audio intact. But anyway, it's not like I'm getting a copyright strike. It's all it is it's giving the owners or the copyright holders of the song their fair share of any proceeds that the video might make. Now the funny thing is I had streamer mode on, so apparently it doesn't really matter in that regard, or at least in that game. So it doesn't make me mad or anything. I mean, It's great. I like the idea when they split stuff. I think that to be fair, that to be honest, I think is a fair way to do it, because creators are making they're doing stuff to make their content, and obviously people that write the music, they get stuff for writing, for working on creating the music. That I think a split is probably one of the most fairest ways to do it. But when it completely demonetizes a video, that kind of sucks. So I don't mind a split. It just sucks that a single song could like demonetize an entire video, especially if somebody. Now, admittedly, I'm just streaming. I'm playing a video game. It's not like I'm working super hard at it. But I feel more for those people that, like, when they're creating videos and they're doing like a heavy amount of editing, they're doing a lot of special stuff, and they're spending hours and hours and hours to make that that really awesome video, only to find out that it's been demonetized because completely because of one 15-20 second song blurb or whatever. I forgot how long it is, but at the very least, I think it should be at least shared. That's my opinion anyway. You ate way too much. I did too. Wait, what did you have? Fried pork chops, loaded mashed potatoes, and applesauce. I think Medic just goes with, just goes, he knows there's going to be food talk and just starts off with it and just hits it. It's not like I'm just streaming the audio for view. I'm just having fun. I enjoy this. This is a blast for me to do. It's a way this is how I de-stress during the day. Is I play a game and stream. Literally, one of the biggest things, I started streaming because I figured I'm playing a video game. Why the hell not start streaming? I mean, yeah, COVID happened and there was a whole bunch of other stuff, but those kind of just added to throw me into it. But yeah, I think it's pretty fair. Like, if they were to split stuff, I think that's pretty fair. Because that way, the songwriters get some money for their hard work of, working on the song. Whoever's creating the content gets at least something for creating the content. And, the way I see it, when people are playing video games, it's also advertisement for the video game as well. But being able to split stuff like that, I think, is the most fair way to do it at the very least. At the very least. I just noticed there's another cabin. That's not the cabin no, that's just a random cabin. Okay. No, it's not a strike. It's not a problem. It's not like a strike. I'm not being dinged for it or anything like that. It's all it is it's just a notice that, hey, there's copyrighted stuff, and one of two things ends up happening is either A, proceeds on the, if your video is monetized, things will be split between you and the copyright holder, or in a lot of cases, the copyright holder gets anything made from the video. I forgot how to. Hello. And bolted. I didn't even notice it was there. I'm like yapping. Because the game maker didn't pay them enough. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how that. I'm no copyright expert either. So there's, again, I'm not like a lawyer. I don't know all the laws. All I can talk about is basically, essentially, how I feel it would be a fair way to do things. That was a good day or two. God dang it. I'm like, yeah. And didn't even, I just barely noticed it, but it was already coming up on me and got spooked. I could probably find it. Ooh, pier. Probably find it again. Yeah, anytime. Well, see, there's you can hold on. The stuff I see when I look at studios, I can mute all the audio for that section. but it removes all the sound, and you end up with like however long it is and completely silent. You can also choose to remove it, and it uses AI to essentially remove the music but keeps the rest of the audio. Like say if I'm talking, the other game audio and things like that, that stays, and it'll remove the song. That's typically what I do. And you have other things that you have other choices, like you can even replace it with YouTube, essentially YouTube copyright free music. You can replace it that way. You can completely cut out that section, where you just tell it where to, basically snip that section out, things like that. But every time I've done anything like that, unless they've changed it recently, anytime they've done anything, I've done any change to the video or the VOD through YouTube Studio, for some odd reason, I completely lose the chat. So in other words, if you were to look at my old VOD and I say I removed the song because there was a copyright thing. If you were to rewatch the VOD, you no longer are able to see any chat, any of the live chat that occurred during the live. So that's no longer accessible for whatever reason, or at least to me, it's done. It says that I can no longer, live chat's no longer available or something like that, which is one reason why I don't like to do it. It's not even so much for me. It's not so much the copyright thing. It's I don't like losing chat. I'll still do it depending on what the copyright or what the issue is. I'll still remove the song, but it sucks that I end up losing the live chat that occurred. So that's a pretty one. What am I using? Hold on a second. Where's my... That's not it. I'm having to remember some of the... numbers. It's a 6. And I can't remember what was my ammo. So that goes up to a 6. That's a 7.9. That's a 4 through 9. So 7mm mag would probably be the best thing for it. It's a little in my direction. So what's the distance on this one? 260 to 270 roughly. So a little on the far side. I don't think there's anything here that can technically harm me aside from like bison. If I piss off some bison, yeah, they can hurt me, but I don't think anything else here can. Aim high. Well, yeah, there is drop in the game. Aim high. I've taken animals at greater distances. I think on this one, on this game in particular, I think the greatest distance I took anything down was maybe just shy of 400 meters. Reason being is unlike Way of the Hunter, like here, Call of the Wild, after a certain distance, animals disappear. There's like pop-up. Animals don't register, or you can't see them after a certain distance. And it's usually like around 5 that I noticed, 400 to 500 meters, and I might not even see an animal there. It's like a constraint of whatever engine they're using. Way of the Hunter, I admit, is nicer in that regard, where I can see animals as far as like say 600 to 800 yards away. However, depending on the distance, I can see them. I might not be able to identify them because they're so far away, but I could at least see them. And if I wanted to, I could technically take a shot at something that distance in Way of the Hunter. Generally, it's not the best because you have a much greater margin of error, and you have to pay attention to kinetic energy. How it hits. How much energy it's going to have at that distance when it when it hits the animal, if is it going to have enough, is it going to have enough energy at that distance and things like that. Which is one thing I really like about Way the Hunter, that I'm finding. It's a lot more detailed in that regard. Here you have to be a lot closer, and as long as you are using the ammo that is in the same class of what you're hunting, you're fine. It almost doesn't necessarily, I don't know if distance affects energy in this game like it does in Way the Hunter. I don't feel like it does. I don't feel like it does because it seems like as long as I'm using the right ammo, the distance doesn't seem to matter. You think the longest shot you took was 800, 900 with a mag, and that was whitetail on the starting on this game? I don't even think really, because I don't think I'm able to even see anything at that distance. Like, it doesn't even register. On Way of the Hunter, I've taken some long shots. I can't remember what my longest shot in Way the Hunter was, but I have taken some really long shots in Way the Hunter. Typically, I try to stay within 300. I try to keep shots at 300 yards, though. That seems to be the sweet spot for me. Also depends on what type of rifle I'm using, what type of ammo, etc., etc. This is kind of not my favorite angle, but I also don't want to lose time on this one. Is this a single shot? Yeah. There we go. I should have hit it. On this game, he took down a bear at about 300, 380. I am talking, for some odd reason, I have this set to meters. So that sounds about right. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's, yeah, because I like, if I try to look at something beyond, like, around like 500 meters, a lot of times I'll be looking at the side of the mountain and I won't see anything. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe it's my game settings. Maybe I should check my game settings. But as far as I know, I have a lot of things maxed on this. But that is one reason why I do like Way of the Hunter. One of the things I like about Way of the Hunter, though, is it does take in consideration bullet energy, you know, kinetic energy. You can have you can take an animal down with a smaller caliber if, like, at close range it'll make sense, because at close range that bullet will have enough energy to do what it needs to do. Whereas if you took it at, say, you know, a much greater distance, you'll need to switch to something more powerful because the energy won't be there. I mean, it's still possible to take an animal down with caliber that doesn't have just enough energy, or at least that sweet spot, but it would have to be a really, really good shot. Did I walk past it? God damn it. I did walk past it. There it is. I was watching chat as I'm chatting away. Oh, that didn't run far, did it? Hold on. That didn't run far. Where's the... Okay, there it was. Yeah, I thought I got a good hit on it. He didn't travel very far at all. Oh, that's why I didn't see shit. I didn't have my clues lit up. What do we got here? Silver? Really? Just a red deer. Male. I thought this had a very cool coloring on it. I'm a keeping. Oh, I'm not as rich on this one. Okay. I'll keep it. Got a big rack. It's pretty. Probably hard shot. I didn't look. Let's see. Because I was gonna say it didn't really. No heart shot. What did I hit? I hit long. Did I hit stomach? I didn't think I would hit the stomach, but I can't zoom in any further. I might have hit stomach. It was liver and lung. Where did it say? It doesn't. It looks like liver and lung, or stomach, or something. That's the other thing. I'm finding Way of the Hunter is a lot more detailed in this regard. Or you? Yeah, I admit I kind of flipped. I'm actually this is still a great game. I still enjoy this game a lot, but I'm finding I've been enjoying Way of the Hunter even more because of the detail. I think I just had a very bad experience when it just dropped because I didn't think it was a very good game at that time, and I believe they did a good amount of fixes or whatever they did to fix it. Fixed a lot of the issues that I originally had. So yeah, I will say that I think I like the detail. If you're looking for a much more sim-like experience, I think the detail in Way of the Hunter was much better now. It said, look, I missed where it said it. I just wasn't looking. Hey, Kyle, how you doing? Well, that's not a bad start. Got a pretty nice one, I think. I don't know how... Did I set up any other... I don't know if I set up any other lodges. Can't remember. Let's head up here. Last hunting game you remember playing was the 2DS game for the original... Duck Hunt. I love Duck Hunt. That was a good one. Duck Hunt was fun. Didn't I play a horror game that was like centered around Duck Hunt? I could have sworn I played a horror game that was centered around that. Can't remember the name of it. I'm pretty sure I streamed it. So I don't think I would have played it otherwise. I wish I could remember the name of that game. Yeah, I'm pretty positive I played a horror game that was centered around Duck Hunt. As long as they're decent. Clothes. All right. Where are we at? We are going to make a beeline for there. Check out that hunting stand. Everybody loved trying to shoot the hunting duck. Oh. What were you? Oh, fleeing fox. Okay. Thought I saw something. There's a fox. What? Okay, why do I have this set up in this way? This is a really weird... Okay, normally I have... Wait, what happened to my first aid kits? I always had first aid kits. They're gone. Did I use them all? I might have to do some shopping later. Game over. Can watch now. Hey, Mike, how you doing? What was I yapping about earlier? Oh yeah, the copyright thing. Yeah, the copyright thing. What else is going on? I still will probably end up getting Forza 6. I will still probably... Well, we'll see. I'll still probably stream it. Maybe a stream or two. Depends on how it is. That's it. Yeah, I want Forza 6 really bad. I forgot how much I enjoyed racing around in Forza 5. It's been a while since I've actually played that. Like I said, it's been a good long while since I played it because I've had that off my PC for a while. And it's funny, I was in it earlier today just to see. I want to go ahead and sell some duplicate cars that I had. I made a few million out of it, and didn't realize that I could also there were also a bunch of car drops that I missed out on, and I think I got like 130 cars or something like that I unlocked that I still have to go through to see what I got. I think I screwed up on selling one vehicle though. It was like worth $8,000, and I think I sold it for like 200,000. Oh no, not $8,000. It was worth like nearly 8 million. I sold it for like 200,000 bucks. I was like, whoops. Oh well, that's my bad. I still have like nearly 11 million credits in that game. Yeah, you know, that's the thing. If I pick up Forza, if I pick up Forza 6, it's going to be I'm going to want the big pack. I'm going to want the bonus stuff. Cuz I think the big one comes with like a car pass, which gives you a bunch of cars. And I think it gives you 2 or 3 featured like DLCs for it. The funny thing, yeah, it's based in Japan, but I think a couple of the cars that you get from getting the big, I'm just gonna keep saying big pack. I think they're Italian make. I can't remember what they were. I just remember seeing they were Italian. Yeah, car pass, incoming DLC, etc., etc. And that's the quickest way to build your garage and make sure you have a bunch of decent vehicles to start fiddling around with and racing. But that was fun yesterday. I had a blast. One's a Ferrari. I didn't look into all detail. I just wanted to see how much it was. But if I get it, I'm definitely gonna go for the big one. I'm kind of disappointed because the funny thing is, when I got the PS5, one of the games that I really wanted to get, and I actually got it when I bought the PS5, was Gran Turismo. And like I said before, that was like one of my first. That's one of the first games that had me fall in love with racing, was Gran Turismo on the PlayStation. And the Gran Turismo that came with the PS5 is like poop. It's like utter poop. It went downhill. Got room for one more? Yeah, no problem. Join it. I think, as far as I know, I'm the only one in here right now. Yeah, I don't think anybody else is in here with me. I'm all on my lonesome. You guys should be able to just join in on me, I think. I don't believe you need an invite for me. I think you guys can just jump in. I am also visible on Steam if you want to jump in that way. Yeah, I was very disappointed. And the funny thing is, I never played it. Or no, wait, no. I never did any proper start to it on that Gran Turismo that came with the PS5, because every time I went to go try and play it, there was a massive update or something, and then so I couldn't play the game, and then they would have me play some music race thing. So every time every time I thought, like, I'm gonna play some Gran Turismo, I pop it in. Hey, there's an update. Can't play the game, but you can play this. Okay, I do that. Get bored, do a race, get bored with it, and then I go do something else. And I thought you had me on Steam. Hold on. If you know my Steam name, I'm pretty sure I had it on the share, or I'll put the code down in Discord. Hold on. Give me a moment. Oh yeah, I was trying to add you, and for some odd reason I couldn't. Your code was not. I couldn't find your code. It was like your code wasn't working. Steam was having a fit. I remember that. It was being poopy in that regard. Let me find my code, my friend code. Remember how to frickin' do this. I don't do this very often. My friend code, I will put that in Discord under I have like a section for for account shares. So if you want to add people and stuff like that, as soon as I remember where it is. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. No, that's not it. Where the frick is it? Gamer name share. That's it. I might have to change that. There's my code for, there's my friend code for Steam. I should probably typed in friend code for Steam. So if you want to add me, if I'm not on, if I'm like not actively streaming, there's a good chance if you try to add me when I'm not anywhere near my computer doing something else, I might not see it for a long while. So just keep that in mind if anybody just randomly adds me. And I too try to vet because I know there's a lot of bots out there that are kind of stupid. So okay, I put my friend code on there. So I will keep it. Just let me know if you send a request through. I will check it. I just saw one from a snake. 200572. I'm assuming that's you, Chaotic. So I'm gonna go ahead and check that. All right. So you should be able to just join me through Steam. I don't think I have to invite you. I think you might be able to just join me through theHunter also. I believe I have it set up for friends, so you might just be able to jump in through the game itself. Just so anybody's aware, might not have to worry about adding me on Steam. So feel free to jump in. The only thing I ask for anybody that hasn't jumped in before, just be nice. Don't be a dick. That's about it. What was I talking about? I know I scroll around a lot. We were talking about, can't remember what we were talking about. Oh, Forza 6, yeah. So yeah, I definitely plan on getting that. I probably, like I said, I know there's probably going to be copyright issues due to music unless they handle it differently. I'll still probably do a stream or two of it because what the hell, why not? It's still going to be fun to do, but I don't know if I'm going to do a lot of it. Might be a periodical thing. Oh, speaking of new games, I did pick up some new ones, some interesting games, some indie games for shits and giggles that we might see throughout this week and have some fun with. Or at least one's an indie game. Another one I saw was released, I think, kind of recently. I don't know, is it? Oh, so you need an invite through the game? Okay, hold on. I don't know why it doesn't allow you to join, but because I have it open to friends. Let me invite. There we go. I don't think there's a password set up on anything either. Yeah, no, I'll probably stream it because it's a fun game. I don't have any problem with that. But I did see some cool games. There's one that's kind of questionable. I have to do a lot of checking before I can see if I can stream it because of certain subject matter. Another one that I got was I saw a very short clip on it, and I did see somebody else playing it, and it looked really interesting. It is zombie related. What was it called? Let me see. What was it called? Humanity? I think that's what the name was. Humanity. Everett, how you doing? Anybody like tainted grain? I'm not sure what tainted grain is, other than like nasty grain. Tainted Grail. I haven't played it. I know a few people that have been. Mia's one of them. Hey, South Meats, how you doing? Time to boot up COD Black Ops. Let's see. I might move to another. Let's do some duck hunting, or let's do some geese hunting. Wonder how much geese I can lay flat. Do that again. It's funny because the hunting pressure here is like immensely huge, yet for some odd reason I could always find geese. Do access deer only go to level 5? I believe so. It's been a little while. But yeah, access deer don't get very high up in level. Yeah, that's why I picked it up. Humanity is on sale for $11.99. And it looked interesting. So I picked that up. I'm going to give that a try possibly this week. Excuse me. I'm drinking coffee, so it's burp town tonight. Just a word of warning if you guys are sensitive to burps. I think I remember somebody saying, like, will you please stop burping once? I'm like, no. You don't, if you can't handle burps, this is a burp safe zone. We're going north. Roughly north. Oh, wait, I need to change my stuff. There's no way I'm going to go hunt geese with a 7mm. Well, I mean, I could. It would be fun. I could probably swap out. I could probably swap out the 338. Where's the? Oh, it's over outside. I'll swap out the 338. I don't think I need. If I wanted to hit a bison, I can. I'm sure I can do a good enough shot with the 7mm. At the same time, I'm not really out for bison, so. Ammo. I can go away. However, I will hunt geese on here with a 22 simply because I've hunted them in this game with birdshot, and for whatever reason, good freaking luck. Apparently geese are flying tanks in this game. I remember hitting geese with like I've shot or fired like 3 shells and they continue flying off. So I will hit them with freaking a 22 LR. That'll generally take them down. So that's what I'm going to use, is a 22 LR. And they're big enough to hit with a 22 at least. So where's my 22? Oh, I saw some 22 Hornet. I don't know. There it is. 22 LR. We will use the Express, I think. Yeah. Wait, did I move it there? There we go. 22 LR Express. And I've got to fix my inventory. So we'll move that over there. That's number 1. Ammo. We have a crap ton of 22. And sights, I think 16 will work. There we go. And consumables. Why do I not have any? I mean, not that I need it right now, but I'm kind of surprised I don't have any health stuff. All right. Let's see. Oh, I lost my chat. Where's my chat? You got Tainted Grail for free? I haven't checked it out. I was debating on it. Oh, you spotted one? You haven't been grinding them? If you leave them alone, a lot of times they'll grow. You're having some butterbeer coffee right now? That sounds good. I remember ordering and paying way too much for butterbeer, for actual Harry Potter. Really? I can't talk today. Harry Potter butterbeer grief, that was a mouthful. Harry Potter is a mouthful. That's... I'll rephrase that. No, I won't. It wasn't bad, just like grossly overpriced. But I liked it. Really did. What time is it? It's 10:20. I should have changed time. God dang it. I'll change the time in the morning. You're playing Scum again? I don't think I've played Scum. I don't think I have. I'm trying to remember what the game's all about. But yeah, I'm excited to try Humanity. It looks pretty cool. Let's see here. Okay, there's the bed. I'm also kind of stuffed up. I really hope I didn't catch anything. I don't go out and see anybody. I stay away from most humans, so the fact that I might have caught something irritates me. Because I don't know how I could have caught something. Oh, we were talking... Medic was talking about what they had for dinner. I ordered Filipino food. Oh my god, and I ate way too much. Ordered some of the most unhealthiest Filipino food you can get, too. I can't help it. Anytime I order Filipino food or cook Filipino food, I end up eating too much. It's probably the weather, or heater, possibly throwing dust around. I know my allergies are horrible. You still need to make yourself some dinner. Go make yourself some dinner. What are you gonna make? Let us know. If it's an interesting recipe, share it on the Discord. We actually have a section where we'll share recipes because we like talking about food in here too. We should start a food channel. No, I got too much shit. Although the funny thing is, I probably would. You just boiled up some noodles. Nothing wrong with that. What'd you do with the noodles? That's the important part. What did you do with your noodle, Mike? How were you handling your noodle? Oh, somebody just grabbed themselves a fallow deer. I mean, yeah, you did say you boiled them. I was just saying, what did you make it? Whoa, Morgan's making ramen. I don't remember you eating a lot of ramen, Morgan. In fact, I think this is the first time I remember hearing you, or yeah, I think that's like the first time I've seen you say anything about ramen. I didn't think ramen was your thing. Okay, where am I? I am still far away. Just plain linguine noodles? What did you add anything to them, or you just like ate plain noodles? Although I did know somebody that would eat plain noodles. I don't know. I have to have something on it. I eat way too much ramen. You watch Sumo Live? Where do you watch Sumo Live? I'd love to watch some of that. You know, Everett, everything's bad for you if you listen to enough people. Everything's bad. And eat what you enjoy within reason. That's my philosophy anyway. You know, within reason. Obviously, excess anything is not good. Oh, speaking of geese, excess anything is. God dang it! Did I not attach the? And there's geese everywhere. Mother frickin' sites. I didn't attach it. And there's geese everywhere. Oh my god. It's an invasion. What the heck? Where's the scope? Okay, what is going on with my scope? I know I just put one on. Or is it too big? Oh, not non-compatible. No, this is compatible. Wait a second. Is this I'm so confused right now. Okay, whatever. I missed out on the 20 billion geese that flew over my head because of this stupid thing. Crap, damn it. All right. That's it, revenge. Oh, hello. Stand still. Stand. Damn it. Okay, I'm much better than this normally. Where? Oh my God. This is why I have so much 22 ammo, is because I would literally lay waste to geese here because they just don't stop coming. That's what she said. There was like 20, there was like a billion of them in this. Oh, here come more. And I just machine gun and I miss everything. Crap, damn it. Trying to give it some lead time. God, has it been that long since I've hunted these things? These things are... Okay. Well, that's not working with the 22. They changed something? I should have hit those. Oh, well. I forgot I had coffee. Midnight Sumo on Twitch streams the tournaments. They do a 15-day tournament in 2 months. Really? I will have to check that out. I know I probably eat way too much ramen. I've actually been trying to cut down on the amount of ramen I eat. The only problem is I also have I also run a EDC. I run the EDC scroll channel, which is everyday carry. I have a separate channel for pocket knives, and I admit I get kind of spendy when it comes to pocket. Was this a tent? Shit. So I collect pocket knives, and I know I tend to get pretty spendy when it comes to pocket knives, and so I eat more ramen because I spent too much money on pocket knives. I try to cut down, and then I end up eating more. It's a vicious cycle. Maybe I should switch to the shotgun. But yeah, I have another channel called the EDC Squirrel. I do a lot of pocket knife, like they're kind of like reviews and quick first impressions. I'm trying to do more content, but admittedly, I mean, I have a day job. It's a lot of work, and I do this stuff because I enjoy doing it. So I know I could probably. I'd like to do more, but god damn it! What are you ghost? What the hell? How am I missing all these geese? Maybe I should grab the shotgun. Maybe they changed things. I don't know. I'll grab a shotgun and see what happens. Because last time I had to use a 22 LR because they just were not going down. I would have to shoot him with a 22 LR, and then I'd be then maybe I'd get a few. Where is? I gotta scroll. So much geese. I can hear them. They're all pooping. Let's get rid of that. Let's go with 12 gauge bird buckshot. 12 gauge bird shot because we're gonna use a 12 gauge. I just always had trouble knocking them down with a 12 gauge. Where is the shotgun? There we are. We'll do the cat's toy. That works. Did I grab the ammo for it? I don't know if I grabbed the ammo for it. We'll find out. Ammo. Yeah, we do. Okay. Weapons. Shotgun. Shush, birds. I'll be right with you. Okay. That. Oh, I should grab a sight. Let's grab shotgun sights. I should have one in storage. Sights. I should have a shotgun sight around in here somewhere. Night vision, tritium, reflex, handgun, shotgun scope. It's for me. All right. Now let's see if I can do this without mucking it up again. So we have the shotgun there. We have the ammo set up. We have shotgun scope. That goes in there. Oh my God, they're so loud. Oh my God, they're right there. No, wrong gun. Fuck you. Oh my God, did I knock any of them down? I got one. Right then. Yeah, as you can tell, I've set a whole, like I've got a duck, I've got a blind, or what do you call this? I forgot what you call this. I've got a bunch of decoys, like all over the place. Yeah, I've spent a lot of time here shooting geese. I don't know why I wasn't able to hit him with that 22 though. Oh, that's silver on that one. Sure. Okay. I've spent a lot of time here shooting geese. Snake sitting in my tent. I don't know if I can. Yeah, that might be a little far. I wonder if I can put my snake just chilling in my tent. Yeah. I was gonna. Oh my God, I'm stuck. Keep your clothes on, Snake. I don't want anybody thinking like doing any weird broke back stuff in here. I'm gonna need shush. We're fine. God damn it. All right, I'll wait for some of them to. You know what? I have my. Where is it? That's it. I have my whoops. Will you stop? Do the hold rotate. Okay, that's what rotates. I got this. Put that there. How does this work again? Canada Goose. Mating call. Okay. Oh my God, that's in my ear. Stop. Run. Then I'm gonna. Hey. Okay, we're good. Yonder Wizard, how you doing? With aim like that. I don't know what it was with. Uh-oh. Are they coming? They're coming. Shh, quiet. Oh my God, this is just like an invasion. Are they coming down? No. Nothing's turning. Like, I used to use a 22 in the game, and I'd have like a line of geese, just bodies I would harvest. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with hunting them down now. You're not supposed to hit them while they're on the ground, though. Actually, I don't know if there's like a law about that or anything. I know like a lot of waterfowl you're supposed to hit in the air. I think they used to. They used to hunt a long time ago. They used to hunt ducks with something called a punt gun. This was essentially a large cannon that was attached to a small rowboat, and they would hit duck in the water with this punt gun. I think they've since outlawed using the punt gun because hunters would take down so many ducks in one shot that was like pretty much considered like really unsportsmanlike. That might be a little far. God damn it. What happened? What happened to my mouse? I'll just wait. I'll wait. I'll be patient. I'm very impatient. Well, yeah, they would hunt ducks with this giant cannon. Hey, Reed, how you doing? If you want to know what a punt gun is, look it up. Just look up punt gun. It's essentially a massive shotgun cannon. And you would have to have it mounted on a small rowboat. Pretty cool, but oh, check out, yeah, Kentucky Ballistics. I remember he had a video on that. It's so cool, but holy crap. And if you ever see one shot, like I remember somebody did a demonstration. They had a bunch of clay targets tacked up to, I think it was like a large piece of wood. I forgot how much bird shot was essentially in one shell. But the thing is just devastating. Okay, well, I'll just sit here and wait. I might go back to the 22 because holy crap. I'm almost out of coffee. Might have to refill. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so Humanity is another game that I might be playing sometime this week. The other game that I got, it's an indie game. I have to check to make sure it's YouTube safe though. Because I've heard conflicting reports on it, and I need to do some verification. Because I've heard from a lot that it's interesting because it came on my feed. It's as an adult game. Yet I'm being told that there's no nudity in it, but obviously very suggestive stuff goes on, and it looks interesting. And I kind of would like to stream it, but obviously I might not be able to do so for particular reasons, so I need to verify if I can or not. It's becoming a hit fast. I just picked it up because it was on sale. It looked interesting. You know me, I like zombie stuff. I love zombie stuff. No, these are decoys. All those geese there are decoys. If you're wondering why I'm not shooting at them. I put all those decoys down. I put those down like a long time ago. Oh, not those? Wait, what? Is that a roe deer? Oh. If any of them circle, they're toast. Because I think they're still kind of far. Which is another reason why I like using the 22. Yeah, I don't think I can hit those. Not from this distance. I should wait. I'm being impatient. Anyway. Can't, yeah, we can't shoot each other. we can't. I heard a road deer though. I'm tempted to see if I can. It was around that direction. Probably scared it from all the shooting. But yeah, I haven't dived into Humanity yet. It just looked interesting. I do like the zombie stuff. And it just looked like a fun one, and especially since it's on sale. The other one was on sale. Like I said, I just have to make sure that it's something I can stream. I have to dig around. The hard part is, one way is just to watch video gameplay of it, and at the same time, like, I want to watch video gameplay of the game, but I don't want to ruin anything. You know, when I play games for the first time, I enjoy going into them completely blind. I think that's the most fun way to stream for me. So I might have to find a confidant that's willing to watch and verify if it's going to be YouTube safe. And there's a few other games that I'm eyeballing that like the indie side. There's a fishing game that I'm tempted to get. I think it's on sale for like roughly like $12-13. And it surprised me because it came up on my feed as like, one of those games that I might enjoy playing, when Steam looks at your history and goes, you might like this game from other games you've played. And it's a fishing game, and believe it or not, it's made by Chilla's Art. And if you recall what Chilla's Art is, they're a little indie developer that does a lot of horror games. And that caught me by surprise. And it's not your typical fishing game, because the way you fish is you harpoon. It's a harpooning game, essentially. You're on a little fishing boat and you harpoon. You're not casting a line out. But it's made by Chilla's Art. So there's supposedly going to be like some horror elements to it. So I'm really curious about it. I was like, I put it in my my wish list, but I'm still debating on that one. But I have played a few Chilla's Art games in the past, and they were pretty fun. So, oh, what's going on here? Are they okay? I thought they were circling up. Fine, I see how it is. That's all. I think they were circling. I don't know. Maybe they saw me. I have no idea. I'm sitting in my little camouflage knapsack. Oh well. So you know what game I'm talking about? Well, with that comment, maybe I will take a look at it. I just wasn't sure about it. I know it's not going to be a long one because it's a Chilla's Art game. I'm assuming it's not going to be a long one. But then I read something that it's not like your typical Chilla's Art game, so I don't know, we'll see. I'll debate picking it up. I just spent a lot of money on Filipino food today, so I'm gonna be eating Filipino food for a while. I hear them everywhere. I'm surprised that they just don't. They keep showing up even with the amount of hunting pressure that's around in here. Not weird, but still not typical, but still weird, like Chilla's. Okay, I'll give that a more serious look. And there was, I think, one more that I was looking at. I can't remember what it was now. I think it was more of a maybe. If I can't remember the name, that might be why. Oh! Umagari. That's the name of the Chilla's Art one. Oh, Jackal. That's the other one I was considering. That one's also on sale. But Umagari, that's the Chilla's Art one's on sale. It's $10.39. Jackal is on sale for $13.49. That was like a top-down shooter thing that again looked very interesting. People were equating it to being able to play like, you know, you essentially play now it has nothing to do with it, but they were equating it to like John Wick. So like a top-down thing, and basically I think you're going around casinos or something and like fighting the mob, and super heavy action. I don't know how else to explain it. Like a top-down shooter. I think there's like bullet time involved, stuff like that. That's another one that looked pretty interesting. Fear the Time Loop? Never heard of that one. Fear the Time Loop. I still have to jump into... I haven't even jumped into that gold state thing that you got. I've got to jump into that too. Let me take a look at Fear the Time Loop. That one's on sale, 10% off. Very positive. I might add that to my... I'll go ahead and add that to my wish list now so I know to remember to look at it later. Where's the add to wish list button? There it is. Severe lack of geese flying through my trap. Gold River, yeah. I still have to jump into that. I haven't even turned that on. I mean, I have it installed, but I haven't even turned that thing on. Are these coming down? I don't feel like they're close enough for me to hit. I need them to get closer because this is a shotgun. And shotguns don't have the best range. But nothing's like wanting to come down to my decoy. Actually, there was that one group that I shot down, or shot one down, that were headed to my decoys, but that was it. Save. I have Fear the Time Loop saved. What kind of game is Fear the Time Loop? Puzzles. I see somebody running around. Looks like... Ugh. The Last of Us. It's reminding me a little bit about a little bit of The Last of Us, and a little bit of like RE7, which I was playing again a couple nights ago. Reminds me a little bit about that, just from what I can see in the hallways. Okay, something needs to fly close. I'm gonna start taking pot shots again, but I don't want to waste my ammo. Those are still far away. Maybe I should have kept my 22. You're a cop and you relive the same thing over and over and have to uncover stuff. Oh, a time loop roguelike. Okay. I don't know how I'm going to deal with that. The roguelikes, I haven't had the best time with, or maybe it's just me. I mean, I'm willing to give it a shot. Not that expensive. I'll take... What the fuck is that on the screen? Okay, hold on. I gotta turn that off. Not because I don't like it, but if it's something that I end up wanting to play after all, I don't want to know anything about it. I don't want to spoil anything with anybody else doing any gameplay. So I had to turn that video off. That call, the call. I'll shut it off. It's not pulling anything over. I was hoping it would turn stuff over. Morgan can't handle certain things. Can I change the call on this? Fox bang on off? What? Oh. That's the... It's called a fox bang. I never knew the name. Nope, it's not off. Is it off now? It's like water torture. A lot of things are water torture for your ears, though. No, it's not off. Okay. It should be off. I might move on to hunting something else if I can't hit these geese. Managed to get a deer at least, so that's not too bad. I know some of these birds you can't hit. They're just like NPC birds. But if geese show up, you should be able to hit them. It's just a matter of range. I'm gonna swap back to my 22. At least with a 22, if I wanted to hit like a fox or something, I can attempt to take one down with a 22. Or you know what? I might go with a 22 Hornet. Let's see. Let's get rid of the shotgun. Maybe I'll use a 22 Hornet. Where are you? I know I have you. Okay. I sworn. Did I pass it up? Might have passed it up. 22. There we are. And then ammo. Oh, the foxing turns that off when you shoot. Gotcha. The fuck is that noise? Was it the rain? Oh, it's the rain on the tent. Thought I was going bonkers. Okay, so I've got a 22 Wasp. I'm gonna need ammo. Let's see here. We'll grab. I know I have ammo for this already. Where is it? Should I have ammo for this already? Do I not have ammo for this already? Color me shocked. There it is. And I think, oh, storage. I think I need to get rid of the shotgun sight. There we go. And we're gonna hunt Chewbacca. Hey Torment, how you doing? Wasp. We will use for right now. Do some soft points and sights. We'll put on the big one. Can I use the big one? I can't. How about a 4x12? No, 4x8. Hey, stop it. What? Can I not use this at all? Okay. That works. No, I'm good. Now I've got the Wasp. Trying. Yeah, poo. Oh well. Fuckers. I never had this much trouble hitting the freaking geese with a 22 ever in my life until today. Granted, it's been a while. Oh well. Let's see what we can find. That's not geese related. All right. So let's head to. I want to see if I can get a good vantage point. Ooh. Let's take a look at over here. Is there a fast travel? No. Closest one there. Not joining in, Mike? But I will check that game. If you guys ever have suggestions on games you'd like me to take a look at, comment below. And I say comment below with the VOD's over, because if it's in chat, there's a very good chance I'll miss it, because I'll have to rewind and actually watch the video. The best place is to either comment on the video or on any of my videos, or get into Discord and comment something on Discord with any games you'd like me to check out. Can't guarantee I'm gonna be able to play every game, but at least it'll put it on my radar, and if I can snag it and it looks interesting, I might give it a look-see. Let's see if we can unlock whatever the hell that is. Probably a stand. Yeah. Probably a stand. And yeah, but comment if there's anything interesting. This is how I think I learned more about games from you guys than I do like watching vids and stuff. Although quite a few of the last games I've caught wind of because of like Sergeant Kelvin or Apex or a lot of the other streamers, or in like Tainted Grail, Mike's case. Haven't picked up Tainted Grail yet though. I'm still debating if that's something that I'd want to give a shot. I'm in that weird spot in between games where I'm doing a lot of experimentation, kind of like college. Why would not? There you are. Yeah, feel free to jump in if you want. Anybody's free to jump in. In case you're wondering again, there's my name in the Hunter Call of the Wild. You can add me in. Ooh, you can add me in game, and you can jump in anytime. I had to invite Snake. I thought you were able to join without having to have an invite. Play the DLC just after you get tagged too. I might take a look at it. I'm still on the fence about it. It's weird. I have to be in the mood. Oh, hello. A red deer. Here. Wait a second. God damn it. I can't remember my freaking inventory. 22 Wasp, 27 Magnum, 243. I think the 4-9 for the 7mm. Yeah, it's really weird, but okay. I'm getting my buttons confused because I was playing a lot of Way of the Hunter. That's a great angle too. A little high. He's gonna run. Hopefully not too far. I heard another gunshot. Oh, he's still up. What's pretty? Tainted Grail? I've seen Mike's gameplay. How much is Tainted Grail right now? I do have to watch my spending. I got pretty spendy on knives recently. And thank you to those that joined me on the EDC Squirrel Live this Saturday. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Hey, we just got a mic dropped. You see deer in your yard regularly? That would be, for me, that would be like super awesome to be able to just like get on my back porch and just hunt off my porch. I would love, if I ever made enough money, if I ever won the lottery, that's what I'd have. I'd have a lot. I don't have to have a big house. I'd have a comfortable home and a lot of land. A lot of land. So silver. We are, god dang it, I gotta stop. I gotta start hunting for cash. Realizing I'm being really spendy. The taxidermizing thing. Nice. What? Yes, and I understand. I'm sitting here going, they're pretty. Shoot it. You understand what I'm saying? And snake with a wild boar. Good shot. $59.98 for the bug. Ooh, ah. I might wait a little while. $59.98, and then the DLC is another 15. Because one of my latest acquirements and pocket knives cost over $200. I'm a little on the, I don't know. I mean, the other games weren't so bad. They're like 10, you know, 10, 15 bucks a piece. So I got a couple of those. But I realized I do want to say, like, there's Resident Evil 9 coming out. And I need to make sure I got enough for that. There's Forza 6 in the future, and I know I'm gonna get the big bundle for that. And as far as knives are concerned, I know there's a collaboration that Chasing Blades is doing, and I know that's going to be coming out within the probably next couple of weeks, and I know that's not going to be inexpensive. So, you know, I'm wanting to save up for that as well. RE9 is that for the base, or is that for the bonus or deluxe version? I'm assuming that's for base. The $70 for the RE9. I'm assuming that's base. I forgot I was heading towards that point. That's for base. Okay. Well, I know the deluxe version is all just what do you call that? Cosmetic. At the same time, usually the cosmetics in the RE9 games are pretty fun. So I'm tempted to get that. Deluxe is $90. Okay, that's what I thought. So I am tempted to get the deluxe because I mean, yeah, they're cosmetics, but they're usually pretty fun cosmetics. GOGS Tainted Grail on sale right now. GOG, does anybody else have issues running GOG? Or is it just me? Because sometimes I have issues running GOG. It's kind of like when I was having issues running Xbox. The Xbox app. Okay, because I ran into some problems with GOG, sometimes not loading up right or something weird happening. Maybe it's just me. Because you guys remember I was having trouble, like a lot of times I'll have trouble with Xbox where I think it's working better now, but I would have problems with the Xbox app where it sometimes wouldn't close properly. Like I'd close the app, but all I'd be left is a black, I'd be left with a black screen. Like the app would black out and still be there. And then a lot of times I'd have to restart my computer because if I say for example, I open up the Xbox app, I play a game on Xbox, on the Xbox app on my PC. I'll play the game, everything's fine. I'll close the game, go do whatever, have lunch, dinner, whatever. Decide I want to play again, go to open the Xbox app, and it won't open properly. And so in order to play again, I actually have to close everything down, reboot my computer, and then it'll work fine. I can open up the Xbox app and then play again, but I have to go through rebooting my computer to do that. Yeah, I do. That's the one thing that I also do is if I know I'm gonna be playing something that's on Xbox, if I'm gonna do through Game Pass, I turn off any other like Steam is what I usually have running. For example, I almost always have Steam running unless I play on the Xbox app. Or when I try, because I have like one or two games I have on GOG, and I would turn Steam off when I ran that too, because they don't like to play nice. And that goes with any game launcher. I don't think I have EA running. It's not something I would normally keep up. The reason why I have Steam up all the time is because that's where the majority of my games are on. Is they're all on Steam, or the majority is on Steam. And a lot of times, most of the people that I communicate with are also on Steam, so I leave it on to chat with, you know, like my brother, my daughter, Morgan, for example. And I'll leave that on because that's how they get a hold of me too a lot of times. Yeah, I try to exit everything that I can when I'm streaming. If I'm not streaming, I'm not as concerned with it. But when I am streaming, I try to keep everything that I'm running to a minimum. And even then, admittedly, when I say to a minimum, I have like the game, like right now, to give you an example, right now, I have the game running. I have OBS running. I have Discord running. Obviously, I have Steam running. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 tabs open on my Explorer. Duders, how you doing? And then obviously your everything that's like vital to your PC running, I have running. But that's usually how I stream, is I have all that stuff going. Before I would like for example, the studio I would have running on my laptop. I used to have a laptop that was sitting next to me as I would stream, but that laptop has died a horrible death. So I no longer have that to take off some of the, I guess you could say, pressure. Not that I've run into any real problems this way. The only problems I run into with streaming and playing the game all on the same systems, usually the really heavy CPU intensive stuff. And even then, it's usually okay, except for like certain maybe really active points in a game. Coder, how you doing? Glad you can make it. Back to lurking. Lurk away, duders. Feel free. If you have the Call of the Wild, the Hunter Call of the Wild, feel free to join. I'm doing my Sunday chill stream where everybody's welcome to join in if they have the game that I've got. I was just thinking about, like, next time maybe I'll do SnowRunner if people have SnowRunner, because that's a game I haven't jumped into. I'll have to reinstall it though. Yeah. So that might be something for next week. It depends on how I feel. I'll stream how I feel. No need for antivirus with Win 10 or Win 11. I actually do run an antivirus though, admittedly, because I'm a little paranoid. I've been scammed. I know Morgan was hit hard somewhat recently, and I run like multiple layers of stuff, which I know is probably overkill. But I've also run into problems before, so I just feel better that way. Did I hear a thump? Oh yeah, warning thump. Rabbit. I haven't really hunted many rabbits. Okay, I thought I had spray. AV can be a resource hog, yeah. Antivirus definitely could be a resource hog. I myself actually use I hate Norton. I hate McAfee. I think those tend to be the worst when it comes to resource use. And also I just dislike McAfee and Norton to begin with. I've had to deal with them a lot working in IT, and it's just a pain in the butt. I use Bitdefender, which has been pretty top notch for a while. Karinsky is also a good one. And they're very good, at least in my experience, they've been very good when with their game mode in cutting the amount of resources they use anytime you're playing a video game. That because I've done some testing. Mike was defeated by gravity. Don't know what happened there. But in my own testing, I haven't noticed too much of a difference between running the antivirus and not running the antivirus. So I've just kept it on. It's been pretty decent so far. I hit that one kind of low. I was going for the heart shot, but I think it was too far back. Malware Bytes is a pretty decent one. I always suggest Malware Bytes, even if you're just using the Windows Defender, because a lot of times they're like Bitdefender. One of the things that I use the most with Bitdefender and Malware Bytes is I like their preemptive blocking of certain websites. Excuse me. So, you know, a lot of times they'll preemptively block known scam type sites and stuff like that. Yeah, Microsoft did do well with their own AV. They've done pretty well with their own. For most intents and purposes, that works perfectly fine. The free version of Malware Bytes works perfectly fine too if you're willing to run that every once in a while. Like I said, I like their preemptive like protection because sometimes, you know me, I'll misspell something by accident. And I know other people that have done the same. They'll misspell a website. You know, they're typing fast, and I've done it. You know, you're typing fast, you misspell a website, next thing you know, you're on a scam site. Or, you know, something like that. And it's something that a lot of those people that like scam, they'll do is they'll create websites they'll create commonly misspelled websites and create legitimate looking sites using those. But I like that as a nice little check if I'm in a rush and I mistype something and I don't end up on somebody's goofy site and shit like that. Yeah, it's it's usually like, for example, if you were to misspell Amazon, go on to Amazon.com and you misspelled Amazon, there's a good chance you can actually get on a scam site, phishing site. And it's just a little extra thing. And I know, especially as I get older too, I do a lot of stuff. I multitask a lot on the PC. I multitask a lot. And I know I make a lot of mistakes when it comes to, like, I'll switch from one thing to another, type something real quick here, do a search for this, and then next thing you know, why am I on this weird website? Because I misspelled something stupid. But joke's on them, I misspell a lot of things. Yeah, I mean, that's the best thing. If you're not sure what you're clicking on, don't click on it. That's the best way to handle things. But I'm talking about when you're doing, like, you're on a search bar and you mistype like an address or something. That's where I know a lot of people have gotten into trouble. Yeah, Windows 11 will block a lot of stuff. They do a pretty good job of that as well. I just realized I'm out of coffee, but not out of burps. Google tries to block stuff a lot, but a lot slips through. I've noticed a lot of stuff slips through Google. And that's from my own experience. The amount of stuff that slips through Google's fingers is surprisingly large. Yeah, Jeb. How you doing? Is it Jeb or Geb? Saying Jeb. All right. We'll build that. Don't know if there's going to be anything here, but I'm going to hop up here and take a peek. Hello. I did hit a deer pretty close to here, so I have a feeling if there was anything here, it probably ran. Or it didn't. You know, one thing I like about the electronic collar, and that I didn't realize that I like it better. The one thing I like about Way of the Hunter that I like over Call of the Wild is their electronic collar. I like that Way of the Hunter has it handheld. I don't have to drop the electronic collar somewhere and then leave it, and then have to go back and retrieve it. I like that I have a handheld version and just can hold it up, use it, and then put it away when I'm done using it. I work in IT, but I handle hardware. I've done software a long time ago. A lot of, you know, I still handle images and things like, you know, it's image installation, stuff like that. But my primary thing is I deal with fixing hardware on systems. I prefer dealing with hardware than software. Software gives me a headache because it's sort of one of those things that sort of like ever flows, because it's security is just like an ongoing race. Bad people trying to outdo good people as fast as they can. Good people trying to outdo bad people as fast as they can. After all, you just get tired. I don't bother too much with VPNs really, unless I don't go any, like I don't use, the only reason to really bother with a VPN is if you're using like public Wi-Fi and things like that. I don't, and even then that doesn't protect you from everything. So I don't bother using any public Wi-Fi if I can help it. What I did is if with my phones, for example, I just pay for unlimited data. I'd rather just pay for unlimited data than use a public Wi-Fi. There's so many ways to get around all that other stuff. If somebody really wished to, it gets kind of scary what some people, or how some, you know, what some people do to get information nowadays. Discord doesn't like VPN. No, it doesn't. All right. I don't know if we're going to find anything here since I did some shooting earlier. Let's see what else I can unlock on this map. I'm surprised I still have a lot of question marks on this map. Let's go over. Let's hit a hunting stand. Let's head over here. No. FF14 doesn't like it either. There's a lot of stuff that doesn't like VPN. But like I said, I mean, I just use it if my only reason for using it would be if I was on a public Wi-Fi. But I skirt that by just I just don't use public Wi-Fi. Actually, I haven't been doing too bad. This has been a pretty good hunting session so far tonight. I don't know how Mike's doing. Mike apparently fell off a cliff somehow. Still find that funny. Oop. You got roe deer. You know what am I using again? Can't remember what the frick I'm using. I hear geese. God damn it. Why is it? I can't remember what the hell I'm carrying with me. A Wasp, 7mm, 240. Oh, 243. 243 should be perfect for roe deer. See, I have unlimited data that I pay for on my personal phone. Also, I saw one deer 400 yards away and fell off a watchtower. What a kill is a kill. So yeah, for my personal phones, I have unlimited data, so I don't ever have to worry about getting on a public Wi-Fi. And then my work phone, obviously my work phone, they pay for data, so essentially I have unlimited data on my work phone. And if I ever really needed a hotspot, technically I can use my work phone as a hotspot, or at least I used to. I think they're changing plans, so hopefully that doesn't change. But I can use my work phone as a hotspot if I really need to use a hotspot. But since I don't really use a work laptop any longer, I just work off my phone. I haven't had need to utilize a hotspot. I think the last time I used it was I brought my Nintendo why am I forgetting what the hell that thing's called? Little handheld shit thing. It's because I haven't used it in forever. But anyway, I brought my Switch. Yeah, my Nintendo Switch, and decided to use use the hotspot, so I had internet capability on the Switch. No, Switch. I just couldn't remember the word Switch for some dumbass reason. So in terms of roaming around and needing to access Wi-Fi or, you know, the web or what have you, I've got myself covered without having the need to worry about public, you know, connecting to a public Wi-Fi. Oh, I'm getting myself a goose. Got one. Oh, fly, bitches, fly. I don't know if I got that one, but I got one of them. Oh, okay, a little thing. Well, it is little, I guess, kinda, for the most part. Didn't get that roe deer, but got myself a goose. Did I use the right gun? Hey, fallow deer. Nice. That's why you love your AT&T plan. You have their first responder plan with a free... First responder? Yeah, you should have... That should be a given. You're a first responder. Should have like unlimited data and hotspot. Why do I keep here? Oh, that's why. I'm gonna make coffee, but it's nearly midnight. I'll drink coffee anyway, it doesn't bother me. I'll still pass out and sleep like a baby. Nice. Wow. How did I hit this thing? Inspect. X-ray view. Right up the poop. Well, no, not right up the poop chute, but close. I wasn't worried about how I hit it. I just wanted to hit it. It was geese revenge. Need the money. Got myself a goose. All right. I was headed that way. Canadian Cobra chicken. Yes. We're flying fertilizers. I always hated that part of the season. It's just goose poop everywhere. Anything else around here? Nope. Okay, so that was a stand. I was right. So not a bad hunting. A bad round of hunting so far. This has been going surprisingly well. Oh, curious. So what? So if you were a part of the EDC Squirrel channel, what did you think of some of those pocket knives? I get curious. I know not everybody on the gaming channel does the heads over to the EDC Squirrel channel, but I thought I had a fun time. Another Saturday full of chat, people talking about some cool stuff. I just finished taking a photo of one of my newest knives, and I've got to work on a video for that tomorrow. I just finished recording the video earlier today. I really like it. Fucker's pricey though. The goslings are cute. Yes, they're adorable. They're cute, but holy crap, mom and dad are pissy. Oh yeah, how was your celebration of life? Oh, no worries, Mike. I knew you were out. Do I want to try again from this range? Yeah, I'm not really good at guessing the range or the lead time on this. Oh well. What do they call a baby squirrel? Oh, how do I not know this? What was a baby squirrel called? I thought they were like kits. I thought they were like kittens or something. Okay, hold on. No, they're either like kits or pups. They're one of the two. I can't remember. They're either kits or pups. Somebody look that up for me. I'm pretty sure baby squirrels are either kits or pups. It's a group of crows called? Oh, they're kit or pup. Okay, so either one, kit or pup. Murder of crows. That one's easy to remember. They have some weird freaking names for groups of animals. I don't understand how they even came up with a murder of crows. I know there's got to be some reasoning to it, but like, how did they come up with a murder of crows or kittens? Are they actually called kittens? Squirrel kittens? I could have sworn they was kits or pups. I didn't think they were both, but a congress of chimpanzees. Is that true, or are you just calling Congress a bunch of chimpanzees? I mean, they're always flinging poop around. Wouldn't surprise me. I'm gonna try. Oh, lost it. Oh, you fucker. That'd be hilarious if I hit another one. Yeah, our government's Congress. Always flinging poop. I'm trying to hold on. Now I'm curious about something. What's the weirdest name for a group of animals? Okay, murder of crow. I don't know. Murder of crows is weird. Okay, don't without you guys looking up. Kind of curious if you guys know this one. This one I did know. I forgot about though. What do you call a group of ferrets? I always thought this one was funny. Wait, what? So sorry, I saw another group name, and I did not know two of those names, and that's just weird. Yeah, ferrets I knew because I actually owned ferrets at a point. Does anybody know what a group of ferrets is called? We get on the weirdest conversations. As a kid, you'd shoot any bird with any wrist slingshot. I used to have a really nice slingshot a long time ago. I call it a really nice slingshot. It's probably a piece of shit. It worked. It was accurate. My father had one that was almost, I guess you could consider, was kind of like a professional sort of slingshot. I don't know what a professional slingshot would be. It was just fancy. I used that a lot too. It didn't have like the bands. It had like tubing. Retro, how you doing? Yes, you got it. A group of ferrets is called a business, which I don't understand how they came to that. But okay. I always just thought it was funny because, I mean, if you've ever owned ferrets, they're goofy as hell. I love their little war dance. They're fun. They're some of the best pets to get. They're just fun. Cute as hell. Just noodly. You got to be careful though. They're super noodly. But I loved them. They're great pets. Dang it! How am I trying to lead them? Oh well. Okay, I give up trying to hit them with a 22. All dressed spinal fluid. Yo, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Mentally a bit drained, taking a back seat. No worries. I don't lurk away. I'm just happy you guys are, you know, chilling with me. A festning? I've never heard of that. I know a group of ferrets, at least the name that I knew was a group of ferrets were called a business. This one's funny. This is the one that I was laughing about. What do you call a group of panda? A group of panda bears. What do you call those? That one surprised me. I did not know this. I don't know why I'm going into this blind other than noting that I found the blind, because I've pretty much scared everything around this area with my goofy shooting. Yes, an embarrassment of panda. I can kind of understand that one, because how did pandas ever survive? There's two animals that I questioned their ability to, like, I questioned how they were able to survive in the wild. One of them is pandas, the other one are red pandas. I don't understand how those animals manage to survive in the wilderness. I guess pandas, your standard panda, I guess, has its size going for them, because I mean, you wouldn't want to mess with a pissed off panda. I mean, you're done. I mean, they are a freaking bear, for crying out loud. But they're still clumsy and, I don't know, just goofy. And then red pandas, if you've ever seen, go watch a video of red pandas and you'll understand why I wonder sometimes how they manage to survive in the wild. They're adorably cute, but their method of defense, like if you startle them, their immediate defensive posture looks like they're trying to give you a little hug. I mean, if you could get a red panda as a pet, if they could make legitimate pets, I would have loved one. Those things are adorable. They're just as klutzy as their big cousins. the come at me bro pose, except half the time they fall over or they're startled, they go to, they get startled, they'll go into that pose and then topple over. So it's, I just don't know the effectiveness of that defense. I don't understand how they aren't completely destroyed by any other animal. Anteaters, yeah, well, anteaters do the same, except anteaters have the claws to back up. Same with sloths. Sloths have some massive claws. They will gut you. And you'd be surprised at how quickly a sloth can swing. Oh, nope. Okay. I watched Casual Geographic. I love that. I love that channel. Casual Geographic's fun. Okay, we're gonna have to find another place on because I scared everything around in this area. Let's go. I've been doing pretty good. Every area I've gone to has had a decent thing or two that I've managed to take down. So this has been a great little hunting session. What's the main predator in China? In China? I thought, why do I want to say it's a tiger? Or at least in terms of biggest predator. I don't know if it's, I thought it was a tiger as their biggest predator. And part of the reason why I say that is because I could have sworn I've seen a lot of video. Like I remember seeing a video of I don't know. It could have been a tourist though, but I remember seeing a video of a woman getting pulled away from her vehicle because she got dumb enough to come out of her car while there was a tiger lurking about. Oh, I saw a short video. Oh my God. Okay, people. If you're looking at a wild animal, just because it looks cute and fluffy, do not approach said wild animal and try to take a selfie with it. I'm sorry, but if you believe just because the animal looks cute, it ain't gonna eat you, you're a dumbass. The amount of people that will approach a moose to take a selfie with a moose or something is... what happened to common sense? I don't get it. But anyway, I saw this short video. I guess this tourist saw a snow leopard, okay? They saw this snow leopard, and they decided to go, look, Fluffy, I want to pet. Well, she didn't try to pet it. But, she saw this snow leopard, thought cute, decided to approach. I think she approached within like 3 meters or 3 yards of it to take a selfie with it behind her. And you can see in the video, they don't show it, but you can see in the video the moment the cat pounces at her. Now, this is a snow leopard. So she's lucky. She lived. She's alive. Obviously has quite a few lacerations to the face. Like I said, I just believe she's like super lucky to even be alive. If it had gone and hit her neck, she'd been toast. And I think the only reason why she might have made it is because other people that were around saw what was happening and managed to chase the snow leopard away. So, yeah, don't do that. Even a cow will murder you. What happened to, oh my, so much for common sense. I got, oh, get up. Woo. I almost pulled the mic. How you doing, Stu? How you doing? But yeah, cute thing. They might, the thing is, wild animal's a wild animal. Doesn't matter how cute it is. Shit, have you ever seen a pissed off squirrel? Squirrels are downright murder your butt. They don't have to be carrying a rifle like mine is. Ooh, Mike just dropped. Wait, when did he just drop? Did he just now drop a boar? Nice. I was headed somewhere and I can't remember where I was headed. Oh no, I was headed the opposite direction. I wanted to go over there. Or what's over here? It's another stand, I believe. A squirrel will machine gun bite you. And what I mean by machine gun bite you, it's like when you're eating a corn cob, like in the cartoons. I've seen a squirrel get turned inside out. Yes, I've seen people hunt squirrel. I remember reading some news article. I think I mentioned this before, where people are noticing squirrels. A lot of squirrels are turning carnivorous. Or I know there's a lot of animals that are there. There's actually quite a lot of animals that they're herbivores or herbivores, but they've been known to actually eat other animals or eat bones or other animals if the opportunity arises. Hey, a trick sheep, how you doing? Like deer have been known to like eat bones of dead animals or and stuff like that. It's been well noted with a lot of different animals. Squirrels have been seen, like I saw a video of a squirrel taking a snake down and then dragging it off. Like it wasn't like a self-defense thing, like, oh no, the squirrel's in trouble, it managed to kill the snake and ran off. No, the squirrel's like, I see a long stringy noodle that I want to eat, took the snake down and ran off with it. And they've been noting other squirrels taking down like small birds and stuff, and to eat, not just for shits and giggles. So cows do that. Cows have been known to do that. A lot of animals that are thought to be completely herbivorous, they've been known to eat a lot of, they've been known to, in some cases, even if the opportunity arises, kill a small animal and then consume it, which I find kind of interesting. But yeah, I saw some news article recently that people were observing a lot of squirrels going carnivorous. You just watch it. The squirrel army, they ain't taking no more shit. Yeah, a lot of times it's to add to stuff that they're lacking. Their animals are surprisingly good at figuring out that they might be lacking in certain nutrients and minerals and know how to actively make up for it. But the fact remains is that they're willing to do that in order to make up for those, to make up for those missing nutrients and stuff. You heard that streaming type squirrels are the most. I know we're pretty stringy and tough. It depends on the streaming squirrel. You got the stringy and tough ones, or you're like me, which is high in cholesterol. I'm like fatty. I'm very fatty and high in cholesterol. You don't want to eat me. I'll cause cancer. I should have a California sticker on my forehead. Do. The way I said, a lot more animals are more omnivorous than what may have been believed. With, if anything, more animals more likely to be like, what's the term for strictly carnivorous? Like cats are strictly carnivorous. Dogs are a little bit more omnivorous than they are carnivorous. Trying to remember what else. I am a voluptuous squirrel. Wait, hold on. What do you mean by voluptuous? I might be big. I don't think I'm that big. I've got, oh shit. I do got handfuls, don't I? Aggregate carnivores. Thank you. Oh, before I go on, with any of this other before I go on with this animal conversation and various other quote facts, I am not anywhere near an expert, so there's a good possibility I could be wrong on some of the information that I have. Feel free to correct me if I am. I I do a lot of reading, I do a lot of video watching, but doesn't always mean that I have the correct information at hand. So that being said, yeah, I do sometimes have trouble remembering what some of those words were. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm a voluptuous girl. You calling me? Are you hitting on me? Is that what's happening right now? Am I being hit on? Am I being flirted with? I have the right curves. Thank you. No, that's what I was referring to, Retro. I thought you were saying voluptuous, like I had the right curves, and I was thinking I don't have those, and I realized, okay, maybe I do have handfuls at the very least. Okay, so maybe I might be a little voluptuous. Okay, I got it. I might be a little voluptuous. Thank you. I appreciate it. If you're being flirty with me, all right, I'll give you a little winky. Never thought I'd be called voluptuous, though. That's a new one for me. I am flattered. I might be blushing a little. Is it warm in here? Might be a little warm in here. Or is it because my computer is just running overtime? Morgan's going to run away with that one for a long while. Just start calling me voluptuous. Romance vibes. I completely forgot what was. Oh yeah, I was heading to that point. I completely forgot what I was doing in the game. Forgot I was heading over in that direction. All right, I think that's a stand. I believe it was a stand that I was looking at. This is what I like about doing this on Sundays. I like focusing more on chat. You know, playing a nice chill game. A nice relaxing game, being able to focus on chat a little bit more, chatting with you guys. I don't want to hear about no earwigs. Gross. Ew. Yuck. Icky poo poo. I think that's one of the nice things I like about the current apartment I'm living in. Actually, my past apartment wasn't that so bad either. But like my parents, one of the older houses that my parents lived in when I was living with my parents when I was younger, for some odd reason I had a freaking earwig problem. They're just gross. There was another one. There was a time that my father had moved us to Michigan, and I lived in Michigan for probably, I don't think it was more than a year. But we were in Michigan for a while for his job, and whatever place we were living in, the basement, it was all furnished. It wasn't a very big place. Okay, so when I say basement, it was more like what do you call that when it's just recessed into the ground a little bit, like maybe just a couple feet, like didn't even come up to the windows. It wasn't like a full basement or anything like that. It was technically just like a slightly lower room you stepped down in. And so it was carpeted, it was, furnished, but for whatever reason, no, it wasn't a crawl space. I mean, you could, it was a living space. You could put a TV and couches and stuff like that. But you would step down and it was just like a foot or two lower than the surrounding, ground outside, but whatever we were at in Michigan, wherever we were at, for some reason, that room, every corner along all the walls, okay, in the corners, and regardless, it's a sunken room, subfloor, thank you. Regardless of how often you clean it up, nearly anywhere the floor met a wall, there was a daddy long legs. And when I say daddy long legs, they were cellar spiders. So these were actual spiders, not huntsmen. Because huntsmen are a completely different thing. But these were cellar spiders because they actually spun webs. Huntsmen don't spin webs. But there were cellar spiders. Hundreds of them. I hated that room. And for some odd reason, they were all, it was really just that room. Sometimes one might go off to another room, but for some odd reason, they all loved that room. And didn't matter, like you couldn't measure a foot along the wall without possibly hitting another cellar spider. It was a room full of nope. Like if you put Lorenzo in the middle of it, Lorenzo would never be able to leave the room because he'd be completely surrounded. I didn't like it. I wasn't happy with it. I'm not that bugged with spiders, but holy crap, that was horrifying. I was too young to think of like flamethrowers, but if I was, if I was any older, I probably would have lit the place on fire. That place was like the worst. And then I don't know, the reason why I mentioned that there was another home that I've lived in where we had I guess they had an issue with earwigs, and I would find earwigs not all the time, but for some odd reason they just happened to be in the house more often, or I would find them more often than any other bug or whatever. And I always just thought earwigs were gross. Oh, I'm sure nothing would, and they were cellar spiders. Their venom won't. Their venom is super weak. It's not going to do anything to you. Even if they manage to bite you, it wouldn't do anything. It'd probably be like a mosquito bite. But it's just they're gross. It was like yucky. And my mom's a clean freak. I know she would clean. She cleaned constantly. She always cleaned constantly. And it didn't matter how much she cleaned that room, they'd be back within the next day. I don't know what it was about that room that the cellar spiders really liked, but they just freaking loved that room. And as a kid, still gross. Still gross. I would love to move to Arizona. But I know that would be an issue, the whole scorpion thing. Like, I don't know how I'd feel, but and don't get me wrong, I actually like scorpions. I think scorpions are freaking cool. I still wouldn't want to be stung by one in the foot. It could have been temperature. I actually remember it being pretty cold around there. I can't remember. And don't ask me where in Michigan. I can't freaking remember. I just know it was in Michigan. But yeah, probably temperature, moisture in there, or whatever it had, Nah, that's anarchy. That's an actual myth. There are three types of bugs that people call daddy long legs. You have huntsmans, which are not a spider. You have cellar spiders that are an actual spider, and then you have mayflies. Some people call mayflies daddy long legs. Mayflies, I don't even think have a working mouth. Harvestmen don't have venom and don't have teeth and aren't actually spiders. They can't even spin a web. The way you tell a huntsman is the body is one bulbous thing. A huntsman has really long legs, but they don't have segmented bodies. They can't bite. They don't, they can't harm you in any way. They don't spin webs, but they do congregate in like large masses, which can freak people the crap out because, you got thousands of huntsmen just like chilling in a big group. Cellar spiders are actual spiders, but their venom is so weak that, at worst, it might be like a mosquito bite. The whole thing about daddy long legs being super venomous and having fangs that are too small to bite is a complete myth. That was an internet myth. So that actually doesn't exist. There's no daddy. You don't ever have to worry about a daddy long legs being super venomous. Ooh, hold on, red deer. Whoa. Roar. Right over there. Yeah, huntsmen. We have huntsmen in the U.S. I know I've seen huntsmen in the U.S. Oh, not no. This I'm talking about a different huntsman. there are huntsman spiders. I'm talking about different insect in general. They're a lot of people call them daddy long legs. They have really long legs, but they have these little tiny bodies. They don't have any segments. Like a typical spider, you have a head, you have a abdomen, or what is it? You have a head. I know I'm forgetting the scientific names. You have the head, you have the segment where all the legs are attached, and then you have the, I'm just going to call it the big bulbous butt end. Where the web spinners are. So they have 3 distinct segments to their body. The harvestman I'm talking about has a, or did they say harvestman or huntsman? Oh, I'm sorry if I mixed the words up. I might have been wrong. I'm thinking harvestman. Did I say huntsman? I might have screwed that up. I'm talking about harvestman. Harvestmen, daddy long legs, aren't actual spiders. They don't have the segments a true spider would. I don't believe they even have fangs. But they just have like one bulbous body segment to them. Yeah, my apologies. I think I might have been saying huntsman instead of harvestman. I was meaning to say harvestman. So my bad on that. But yeah, those aren't true spiders. They just have the one bulbous segment. They can't really harm you in any way other than gross you out. That's about it. The scary thing, the thing that grossed me out about harvestmen is because a lot of times they'll congregate in these large groups and they look like for example, it would look like a mass of hair. It would look like a giant mass of hair until you like disturbed it and they all went scattering in, different directions. It's just really gross. I missed something. I said hey, Stu, unless I missed another message. All right. Well, wait, hold on. Where I was headed towards somewhere. I keep distracting myself. Yeah, arachnids have 8. I don't know what harvestmen are necessarily classified as. I just know they're not spiders. I will admit, when I first heard of it, before I dug into it, I believed the whole daddy long legs being super venomous type thing, and then I dug into it a little further because it occurred to me, like, I've heard that, and if they're super venomous, usually when things are extremely venomous, they get studied a lot, because a lot of times what we try to do is we try to figure out, is there a way we can use that in some, like, medical research, things like that, like they do with a lot of other venomous species. They'll research their venom to use either as an anti-venom or to see if there's any medicinal properties that they could derive from, things like that. And there was nothing in regards to daddy long legs. So I started doing my own research and deep diving, and found out it was entirely a myth. Centipedes are they're cool to watch, but I wouldn't want one near me. Those things are gross. Mike dropped with a roe deer. Nice. Yo, I mean, horrible shots. What did you do, Mike? Snake, you may find some of my horrible shots somewhere near you. Also venomous, by the way. What did I miss? Centipedes are venomous. It's interesting to note that the funny thing with centipedes, one thing I learned about centipedes is the things that they what they stick you with aren't fangs. When a centipede sticks you with, sticks its prey and envenomates its prey, it's 2 modified front legs, which I thought was really interesting. Their front legs were modified to inject venom, and they're not actual fangs. Oh, next time, because, I keep expecting more people to join up. Next time I do one of these, I'll allow dogs. I just haven't because I figured if a lot of people joined, I don't know how the system would handle like all these people and dogs at the same time. And me streaming. Never heard of a cellar spider? It's just it's just a really long-legged small spider. A lot of people call them daddy long legs also, just because they have really long legs. If I remember correctly, cellar spiders they actually hunt. One of their favorite prey are other spiders. If I remember correctly, I hope I'm not mixing that up. But I believe one of their favorite prey is other spiders, other small spiders. Either way, they're still gross looking. Lorenza, how you doing? Well, we would catch what are called house centipedes, the ones with the stripes. Feed them, they rear up like a snake, and really cool. That's one thing that I was actually like when it comes. I don't think I've come across any real house. I think in the past I might have come across a house centipede now and then. I can't remember the last time I seen one. They're actually supposedly really good to have in the house. If you ever see a house, if you have a house centipede, keep them around because they're very, very aggressive hunters of other insects. A lot of insects that are probably a lot more harmful. And I've been told by a lot of people that if you ever have a house centipede, if you ever see a house centipede in your home, leave it alone. Let it do its thing, because it's probably killing a lot of stuff that you don't want to see in your home. So I can't remember the last time I've seen one. I've been kind of lucky in the last couple apartments I've been in. I didn't have. Well, I think we had a couple issues with roaches in where I currently live, but it's not what you think. What I found out, like the last time we had we actually recently had a problem with roaches, and there was one reason why. It's we don't have a problem now, and we haven't had a problem for a long while. Up until one point, found out that one of our neighbors had passed away, and this was like was it a year or two ago? I can't remember. I might have mentioned this during the stream at one point, but one of our neighbors, I don't even know if it was the same floor, had passed away. One of their neighbors in the same building passed away, and it was found out this neighbor wasn't the cleanest. So it was a little over a year. Yeah. And so he was kind of a hoarder, wasn't the cleanest. He had passed away. And obviously, what do they do when, the tenant passes away? They clear up the apartment, they clean up the apartment, and, clear everything out, clean it up, and get it, hopefully get it ready for another tenant eventually. Well, because this guy's place was like an awful mess, apparently, if there were any roaches in the building, that's the apartment they gravitated to, and that's the apartment they pretty much stayed in. So he had an actual roach issue, but nobody else did because most of the food was in that guy's apartment. They felt no reason to go anywhere. After he passed away, they cleaned the apartment out. The roaches had nowhere else to go, so then they started spreading out through the rest of the building. And that at that moment, that's the time we ended up having not just us, but everybody in the building started having roach issues. and we had the management had exterminators coming in like every week and spraying, and that was that one moment they were saying that we had to cover everything up. They were going to gas the joint and stuff, and it turned out that they didn't even go that far into doing that, which pissed me off because I had bought tarps and all this other shit to cover stuff that I couldn't move. I had spent a lot. Really? Okay then. I spent a lot of money trying to cover up the place and whatever. I shouldn't be shooting this while it's down. I did it. Goodbye. And it's down. I spent a lot of money in like tarps and all this other stuff to cover things, and it turns out it's like, oh no, we don't have to fog bomb the place. We just need to spray a few areas. Are you kidding me? I had moved so much stuff to a different room. I covered things up. I had empty drawers. I covered things in tarps. And they're like, oh, we just got to spray a few spots. I'm like, gee, thanks. But yeah, that's the only time we had any real trouble with roaches, because that one person had passed away. Toads? What? You know, a guy in Innsbruck once, he used toads to get rid of them. That's one way to do it. I got that one laying down. And got a silver on that true score. I don't really pay too much attention to true score anymore, quite honest. I think the last one I had was much bigger. I'm just going to accept that. I need to make money anyway. We got into talking with bugs, Tifa. Yeah, well, toads, yeah, natural hunters. The only problem with toads, they'll eat anything. Like, they'll eat everything. Toads are, like, very indiscriminate. Toads and frogs are completely indiscriminate. If it moves and it'll fit in their mouth, they'll try to eat it. How's it going, Tifa? What were you playing, Tifa? You just got off your stream? And we got in the conversation of bugs. I don't know how. I can't even remember how we got in this conversation. It's the Sunday chill and ramble about anything stream. Which we will ramble about anything. I will ramble about anything. Oh, you stopped earlier. Size what? Yipes. Size of footballs. I'm gonna end up losing a baby to a toad. Heard that. What was that? I've hit a few red deer tonight. This has been going pretty well compared to my last couple like Sundays hunting. Forest toads? Yipes. But God, I still feel full. We're playing Zero Dawn again. I'm like flitting about different games. I don't know what I'm gonna. You know, I don't know what I'm gonna play tomorrow. There's Humanity that I'm curious about. There's that. Oh, I have to do some. I have to do some verifying on another game. Supposedly it's an adult game, but I don't know yet. There's that gold one, that survival game that I was looking at. There's a few other games I'm tempted to pick up on. Well, what were those other games? Humanity I picked up already. Shit. We were just looking at them earlier. Can't remember now. I think I added them to the wish list. Oh, shoot. I can't remember the name. I was just staring at. Oh, Mike mentioned Fear the Time Loop. God damn it! Where are those other? I was looking at like 2 other games. Oh, one was a fishing game, or I should say harpooning game, made or developed by Chilla's Arts, and the other one was like a top-down, like action shooter. So those are 2 others that I'm looking at. I also have another dating game that I'm debating looking into, because it's I think it's from the same people that did 5 Hearts Under One Roof, but it's a whole new set or different set of actors. I don't know if it's by the same people or not. All I know is I picked it up because it was on their page, or on the same page as 5 Hearts Under One Roof. And it got very positive ratings. Now, I know Morgan will be disappointed, but Dongran isn't in it. But I believe this is the same people that made 5 Hearts. I don't know. Story Taco. Yeah. Okay. So they have, yeah, they have a bundle deal with the game with 5 Hearts Under One Roof. Anyway, so I do have another Korean dating game that I'm tempted to look at. Already picked it. I actually had it for a while. I completely forgot I had it. That's another one I'm thinking about checking out because I know I had a lot of fun with that. No, Dong, you're good. I don't know. This had some pretty good ratings. Maybe you might find a new love in that one, Morgan. It's a possibility. You know me. I love myself a lot of Dongran, but you notice I'm very careful to say the full name Dongran and not. Yes. Anyway, I don't know. I've heard some good stuff about this one. I'm tempted to play that one as well. So I've got a long list of like indie games and smaller games that I'm debating on, all while I'm waiting for like Reanimal to come out and RE9 to come out. I still want to cosplay as a pink lanyard. That's gonna be my next cosplay, as a pink lanyard. Oh God! If she ever visits the U.S., is in a place where I have easy enough access to go and attend. So if she ever attends an event or has an event nearby, I will totally dress up as a pink lanyard and go. If she's ever in a local event, I will dress up as a pink lanyard. I will live stream it. Give you the name of this new game. I'll give the name to you, Morgan. Hold on, give me a second. I have to do some checks on it also. No, I don't expect it to be any like worse or anything like that than 5 Hearts Under One Roof. But you know me, I have to vet things to make sure that nothing weird happens when it comes to certain games like this. So give me a sec, Morgan. I'll send it to you. Hold on. My brother has it in his favorites, so that's why I have to re-vet it. If my brother has it in his favorites, I'm a little extra cautious. My brother does like the adult games. I still think he needs to review those on YouTube. I mean, he doesn't have to obviously show gameplay, but I still think he needs to review those. At least do like a review. Check it out to make sure it's weird enough for me. I'm pretty sure it's already weird enough for me. I just don't want to like go like 3 hours into a game and not see, something flops out that shouldn't be flopping out. I have enough stuff. I have enough stuff flopping out behind the camera that never mind. I was headed somewhere and I completely oh no. I went up there and I found again, I teleported somewhere, managed to get myself something. It's been a pretty good night. It's been a pretty good night for hunting. Let's go. Where am I going to go next? Where's Snake and Mike and Snake are over the southeast. They're doing some work over there. Holy cow. They're getting themselves a good amount of stuff. I've got in different places managed some decent shots. I don't want to interrupt there, so I'm going to take a peek. Let's head over. I like being near or closer to water, so let's head over here. I think I came by here once and didn't find. Actually, this is like the one place I didn't find anything. Let's head over here. You're sure you're right? I don't think they have the same actors or actresses. I'll have to take a look again. The only reason why I grabbed it, it was because it was the same people that created or developed 5 Hearts. That's why I grabbed it. I didn't even take that good of a look into it yet. I just pulled the trigger on it and then promptly forgot about it. I was like, oh, mine. I'll go change the time real quick. But at least with what little I did happen to see, I don't recall seeing anybody I recognize from any of the other games. I know Dongaran isn't in it. Let's see. Where is... There it is. We'll head over there. I'm walking at a crouch because I always like to approach a stand at a crouch in case there's anything nearby. That's me. Well, yeah, that's another game that's on my plate. So yeah, I got quite a few little indie games on my plate that I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to be in the mood for. Not even sure exactly what I'm planning on doing tomorrow. Can you get an invite? Yeah, sure. Give me a minute. Don't have too much longer, but I'll stick around for as long as I can. Give me a sec. You're already listed on my thing, right? Wait, warning? What? Multiplayer. That's not it. I'm hitting the wrong buttons already. I don't... Do I have you on here? I don't think I have you. You're on Steam, right? Give me a sec. Let me check on Steam. I don't see you. Oh! I thought you guys weren't affected with the time change. Is that me? I thought... I could have sworn it wasn't... You guys weren't affected. I guess you guys are affected. Stu, if... Stu... Wait, what? Hold on. I don't see you on it. Oh, Stu, if you haven't yet, try adding this or adding me in game. Uranu number 3190. Or have Mike send it. Mike, can you invite Stu? See if Mike can send it if he's not currently stalking somebody or something or somebody. Could be either. I don't know if Mike is going to catch me on voice. Hold on. How do I talk on it? Oh, that's one way. There, I'll put it in the chat. Oh, Mike got it already. I did. Or he did. Somebody did. People did. I did not. I thought, because I thought I've done that before. I thought you guys weren't affected by a time change. Whoops. My bad. See what we got around here. If I'm gonna be lucky. I think this is the only place I've actually teleported to and did not catch anything. Oh, hello. Fallow deer. And they're over a hill, which is gonna make this stupid. But yeah, if you guys have any games that you'd like to recommend, please drop them in Discord or in any of my past VODs if you want to make a comment on any of my past VODs. Because if you comment, if you suggest it during live chat, there's a good chance I'll never figure out where it's at. It'll just be lost in chat. How you doing, Askew? Best place is probably Discord. The reason why I mentioned making a comment on the videos is because I get notifications if anybody comments on a video. And I like to try to respond to anybody that comments, or at least like anybody that drops a comment on a video. So that's another way to get my attention, is if you comment. They don't exactly have a nice way of, or any good way of like searching live chat. I may have made a mistake going between these rocks. I made a mistake. I get over this rock. So these things are like really close. Show all the clues. How is it? How has everybody been doing? What's everybody playing now? I know Humanity seems to be blowing up. I'm curious because it's zombies. Pay attention to me sometime. Oh, Morgan, I should send you the other game that I'm trying to figure out is if it's something I can stream. I'll send it to you in a little bit after I'm done scaring the crap out of whatever I'm trying to hunt here. It'll either be successful or we're gonna scare the crap out of it. Playing SnowRunner. That's, yeah, Doggy, that's the one, that's the other game I was thinking of doing, maybe on another Sunday. I don't know if anybody else has SnowRunner, but that's another, in my opinion, another awesome, like, chill Sunday game. Driving around, grabbing heavy loads, dropping heavy loads, swearing a lot, cursing at getting stuck in the snow. I'll drive beyond, yeah, Drive Beyond Horizons is another one. I actually haven't been in there since I think I last played. I did drive around a little bit some time ago and put some neat modifications on my car. I might or might not have a rubber chicken stuck to the back end of my car. That's another one though. But yeah, SnowRunner is another one that I was thinking about, because I thought that was a fun game. I actually played quite a bit of that. Me and my brother played that a bit. So if anybody has SnowRunner, I'm really considering doing that maybe next week. So I know be aware, a lot of times I'm gonna play, it depends on how I'm feeling that particular day, so it could change, but I might definitely shoot for SnowRunner next week. I completely forgot about that game. That was a fun game. Me and my brother had a lot of fun times in that. I also did a lot of swearing in that game, so okay, have not seen that fallow deer. Probably it's a good chance I spooked him or they moved. I know I heard a doe, I think in this direction. Yeah, SnowRunner, but don't have any of the season passes. I can't remember what I've got for SnowRunner. I know I have I'm pretty sure I have a few DLCs for SnowRunner. I can't recall what. I know that when I first got it, like my brother introduced me to it, I first got it and I did enjoy it a lot, and I did a lot of driving in it and had fun. And usually if I'm having a lot of fun in a game, I'll pick up a DLC or two. I'm pretty positive I picked up some DLC. I just can't remember what. That was a fun game. I'm admittedly trying to decide what I want to do for tomorrow night, because I know I started RE7, but you know me, I like to bounce around. and I've beaten RE7 once already. So I don't know. I've mentioned before, I don't know if it's something that I can play and beat entirely again. I usually don't have a drive to play a game more than once. It really depends on the game. There's very few games I've played and beaten more than once. Usually if I beat a game, and especially if it's a very heavy story game, like, if it's got a very good story and it's very heavy in the story, as long as I've gotten a satisfactory ending to it, more often than not, I'm satisfied, and I don't ever have a need to, or a desire to play it again. And it has nothing to do whether it's been a good game or a bad game. It could be a great game. For example, I really loved the last couple God of War games. I loved them. They were fantastic games. Liked the story. Loved the game. Loved the action. More often than not, as I was going through playing the game, it was just like, wow, oh, that's cool, or awesome. But because, after completing it, I feel like I've done everything I've wanted to in it, and so I don't have a desire to play it ever again. And I know if I were to like push myself to play a game that I've already felt like I don't feel the need to go into again, I just get bored of it really quick. Like Red Dead Redemption 2 6 times because it's still finding things. There are games that I have played multiple times. Cyberpunk 2077 is one of them. I've played and beaten that game a good amount of times. Because that's one of the few games where I love there are times I'll wander around for a couple hours not doing any fighting, just walking. I'll walk the city and just have fun walking around and seeing if there's anything that I haven't discovered. And I'll walk in alleys and different corners of the map and just see what's around. That's one of the few games that I've played and beaten numerous times. Nier Automata is one that you keep going back to. Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy 7. Yeah, even like one I'm working myself up on to play again. I haven't yet because I feel like, again, it's like I did so much in the game. Even though I liked it, is Black Myth Wukong. I did really like that game. I actually did start playing it over, but I got distracted by other stuff and I haven't picked it up in a while. Black Myth Wukong very well could be a game I could beat a second time, partially because I did get kind of a shit ending. That was a fantastic game. I love that game. I am not coming across anything after this last jump, except for this cab. Oh, yeah. Didn't they approach this cabin from a different direction? I think the Fallow were here, but I might have spooked them off. Or they moved on. If I play Human at Z, chance to pick Brian. Oh, really? They put him in as a character choice? That's awesome. I will have to check that out. That's freaking cool. Man, that's got to be one of the coolest things, is to have somebody put you in their game. I can't imagine being placed in a game because they'd probably put me as I'd be like a target. I'd be in a hunting game and everybody be hunting my ass. And this little squirrel sitting in a tree. The only difference is maybe it might be holding a rifle or something. Now that's pretty cool. I always thought it'd be really cool to like do a voice in a game. Just, even, just like an NPC voice or something. It'd just be a really cool thing to do. Just be an NPC. That would be like a bucket list thing for me. Would love to do something like that. The only problem is I just don't think I have the voice for it. So I can completely understand not, you know, not being in a video game, because I don't know. I have a hard time picturing my own voice in it. I still think it'd be a neat thing to do. I just can't imagine what game would want to use my voice though. Hunting a squirrel, hunting you. Oh yeah, there you go. There's a horror game right there. Hunting a squirrel that's hunting you back. I use little disco balls. What? What do you mean little disco? Can I go in here? I don't know if I've ever been in here. Well, freaking cabin in the woods. Oh no. This must have been like some quest you had to go like approach or something. Okay. Don't start with weird stuff. Sound like command. Okay, first of all, a lot of people can play Commander Shepard because you can change Commander Shepard. I still don't understand the James Woods thing. Oh, I heard a gunshot. Somebody hit something. I still don't understand the James Woods thing. I keep forgetting to look up James Woods scenes. Not his voice. What? Watch his vampires movie? Yeah, I don't hear James Woods. Watch his vampires movie. Or are you just talking mannerisms? See your last poster. Devs have been in this. Oh, the devs have been in his streams helping. He didn't know that. He didn't know they did that. Wow. The devs said they stalked his socials to they stalked his socials to get pics of him to make the model. I don't know whether to be really impressed or horrified. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it'd be cool that I'd be in a video game, but then at the moment they're like, yeah, we stalked you for like a good month. What? Yeah, we stalked you. We sat outside your apartment. We took pictures of you while you were sitting in the bathroom. You know, all that stuff. Like, I'd be like, I'm flattered and scared all at the same time. No, it's still pretty cool, though. That is pretty darn cool. His emotive range, his inflections. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. Warning call. Oh, they're like right there. Good grief, almost passed them up again. Can't see them, though. I think I saw one run off. Might have spooked him already. I'm almost sitting on top of these guys. That's like, this would be like the second time I sat on top of a deer practically before I even noticed it. I'm pretty sure I might have spooked that one, though. It'd be great if I had a stand on me, but I would have dropped the stand a while ago and gotten a better vantage point. This tall grass is kicking my butt when it comes to like getting a visual. Say I'm Commander Shepard. I'm Commander Shepard. This is my favorite story in the Citadel. Okay. I've played a few of those. It's been a while since I've played. I've played that game, but I think I tried to play it again once a while ago, but for some other reason couldn't get into it. Can't remember which one it was. A deer popped up 10 yards in front of you and you shot it. Still ran low bleed rate for a mile. Where in the face did you hit it? That's not my binocular. That's not me standing up. Yeah, I spooked it. Wherever it was, I spooked the crap out of it. It's gone. It is gone. Yeah, I don't know, Mike, if you saw, but I was talking in chat a little bit ago, and I came up upon a red deer that was just laying there. I was just a few yards away. I'm surprised I didn't spook the crap out of it. Go get some sleep, tutors. Thanks for coming by, man. Appreciate it. Get some rest. I really appreciate you guys coming by. All right, yeah, I think that deer's long gone. Actually, I think I did hit a deer here some time ago. I think it was the first one that I ran past it as I was looking for where I shot it. Because I remember this bridge, or not bridge, this dock. Oh, freaking pheasant. I'm pretty sure it was on the shoreline here. It'd be hilarious if I saw another one like that. Don't see one. Look at the entire shoreline here. Not seeing a damn thing. Good God, one thing about Filipino food, you fill up and you overeat on Filipino, you're full for a while. But then you still want to eat more anyway. I have a bunch of lumpia sitting in the fridge now that I want to crunch on. If you don't know what lumpia is essentially a Filipino pork egg roll. To give its most simple description. They're friggin' delicious. Yep, have a good night, medic. Thanks for stopping by, man. Love lumpia. No, my girlfriend turned onto it. That's like it when I'll mention I'll mention Filipino food and she'll be like, lumpia? And she's a picky eater. Good night, medic. Stay safe. Hope to see you again soon. Why we always talk about food in this some reason that always ends up talking about food. I don't complain, but I love talking about food, but you can't escape it on this channel. It's gonna happen. Yeah, imagine a little like this tiny little they're well, my mom's made like, oh, there it went. Just saw him freaking bolt. You son of a bitch. A lot of times they're small, like about finger length egg rolls, and they're about, you know, width wise, they're maybe a little thicker than a finger. But my mother's made like really long ones, like I'd like to say like 8 inches long, but I think what she'd do is sometimes she'd cook them like that and just, you know, leave them like that where they're really long. But more often she would make those and then she'd cut them in half and then she'd fry them. Yeah, kind of like a taquito cut in half. But crispy, like, you know, fried, crispy, like, I don't know what kind of wrapper that is. I mean, I'll just say egg roll wrapper. But it's a thin type of egg roll wrapper, like a spring roll wrapper almost, I think. And honestly, they're probably, if anything, they're one of the most popular Filipino dishes that you hear a lot of non-Filipinos really enjoying. Tifa. I think it's because more often than not, if you're working at a company where they have like well, I don't know if they do that anymore because I think so many people are have been freaked out because of COVID and stuff. But in the past, if you worked in an office, a lot of time, well, it doesn't even have to be an office, but if at your job, a lot of times they would have a potluck, and a lot of employees would bring in a bunch of food that they cooked at home. They bring it in, and then everybody would have like this massively awesome lunch. And if you had any Filipinos working in the office, more often than not, if they're bringing anything to the potluck, they're bringing either bringing lumpia and pancit. Pancit is a noodle dish, and it's kind of hard to describe pancit because it's going to vary widely depend from family to family, ingredient wise. But it's essentially it's a noodle dish. But yeah, pancit and lumpia are generally what most Filipinos would bring to a potluck. So I think that's why most non-Filipinos are, those are the two things that most non-Filipinos are most familiar with. And I don't know many people at all that have gone to a potluck and have had lumpia and pancit brought over that that disliked it either. The other thing that, not as often, but the other thing that I sometimes would see brought to those potlucks is more of a dessert. What was the name of it? Oh shit, I'm forgetting the name. I'm trying to remember the name. It's escaping me. Essentially, it was banana, jackfruit, in the same type of wrapper that the lumpia was in, except it was more like rectangular instead of round like a tube. It was more rectangular in shape, but it contained banana, a lot of times contained also some jackfruit, wrapped up in that same wrapper, and then it had you would drizzle brown sugar over it, and then that was pan fried, and so the brown sugar that was on it would form this caramel, like crispy caramel shell around it. What the hell was it called? Sometimes they just call it a banana fritter because, Americanized, that was easy to understand, was banana fritter. But I'm trying to remember the name, the Filipino name for it. It's escaping me for some dumb reason. But it was a fried dessert. What the hell was it called? Turon. 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 I can't even say it myself. Turon. I rolled the R. But yeah, a lot of times it was a rectangle. They'll come again. It depends on the family. When my family would make it, it was they were like larger, like rectangular shapes, and crispy, sweet, friggin' delicious. Sometimes you'd get them more egg roll shaped, but again, it just depended on the family that made them. Oh, Terry said that. I missed that. I missed that. Okay, I see that. Yeah, plantains. I think I think it was plantains, not necessarily banana. But that's another thing that would sometimes be brought to a potluck, and I don't know anybody that disliked that unless you just hated like banana or jackfruit. That was another popular dish or dessert actually that they would bring to a lot of potlucks. And I say this because my mother would do this a lot. Whenever there was like a potluck, you know, she was bringing food over to work. She was either making, she was almost always making lumpia, and then it was either pancit, and sometimes she'd make hold on. Ube cake is a bomb. Can't remember the last time I had ube. Ube is what, like purple yam. It's used in a lot of Filipino desserts. Same with coconut. Now I'm getting hungry again. I shouldn't be hungry because I ate a ton. I should still be full. We will all die from diabetes. Wait, what? Personal sized lemon cheese. I still have one more miniature key lime pie sitting in the freezer. Should eat that at some point. You feel faint. Uh-oh. You feeling okay, Tifa? Get some rest. Banana pudding. I like banana pudding. You know me, I like trying a lot of food. Oh, never got that tray, by the way. They never shipped it out. Finally got it canceled. I think I mentioned that before. That one military tray that I was planning on getting, the guy that does all those MREs. My brother found the exact tray that he used. I ordered one and it never got shipped. I was very upset. I don't know if I'll be able to find that tray anymore. I don't know if they make that tray anymore. See if it needs a banana and a nap. I should try making those because that's not hard to make. That's not a hard dessert to make. I just don't know if my girlfriend likes jackfruit, because you don't need to use jackfruit. Jackfruit does add a lot of sweetness to it. I personally like jackfruit, but I might have to try making it, maybe some with the jackfruit or some without. See if my girlfriend likes it. I'm pretty sure she would. If you guys are making any of this stuff, don't forget to check out the Discord. There is a recipe section. We talk about food enough times that there is a recipe section on the Discord. So if you've got recipes you'd like to share with everybody, I know I've put a few recipes on there. I know a few others have put recipes on there. Please share the recipes on the Discord. Everybody will love you for it. If you have recipes you're willing to share, please put it on the Discord. There is a section. Oh, I might have found where they ran off to. How about that shit? Might have a hunt here after all. You have to start work in less than 8 hours. Are you needing to rest up before then, or you having a kai? Am I pronouncing? Is that a kai? Is it pronounced acai? I never knew how to pronounce that berry. Acai berry? Acai blueberry dark chocolate candies. Ooh, sounds good. You have to be taxi driver in 2 hours, but go get it done, Terry. Thanks for stopping by, man. You too, Askew. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. I know I'm not going to be on for much longer because it is technically a work day tomorrow. I don't think I have to be in the office, but I've got it. I know I'm going to have a crap load of invoices I've got to deal with. And hello. He might have moved. The fuck? He went in the lake and jumped out of the lake. I don't know if I got him well. It looks like I did. I thought I did. We'll find out. This might be my last hunt for the night. Let's see here. Vital organ hit. But yeah, as I was saying, It is a work day tomorrow. I might not have to make it to the office, but I know I'm gonna have to deal with a lot of freaking paperwork, which is yay. But you know what? Job security. Gotta make the money. Gotta get paid. Where the hell did this guy go? What the? Okay, found it. This way. That way. Very low my ass. I hit a vital. This might be a long chase. Wait. Well, me, Mike, and Stu all told you. I'll say what? Oh, no stream for you tonight? Our battle cried, I see. All right, hold on. Where the frick is this thing? So, I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to say something I could leave if it left my brain. Anyway, not sure what I'm going to be playing tomorrow. It could be any one of those things. Morgan, don't let me forget. Acai. Don't let me forget to send you the name of that other game so I can have you vet it for me. I actually, that's not a bad idea, because this way I can have you vet it for me, or at least take a look at it, and I don't have to worry about if it's something that I can stream. I don't have to worry about like spoilers. You know what I mean? So that might not be bad. Okay, I've got this thing ran like the Dickens. Apparently, I hit a vital, but I didn't hit it well enough for. I mean, it's got a very low blood trail. So this is going to be a chase. Not so much a chase as, oh my, and then not only that, but this thing decided to run in every freaking different direction known to man. Like I'd have walked, no, that's not it. How about this way? Where did this thing go? Holy crap buckets. Trot? No. Okay. Good grief. No, oh, I heard a gunshot. Next time I am going to allow dogs, because this, I can understand why this would be a pain. Okay. This way. That way. It went this way. The fuck, Knuckle? Okay, I see another blood spot. That way. Need to find a secondary blood trail. There. This thing ran all the way to frickin' Detroit. At least I don't have to worry about like a bear frickin' charging at me or tiger hunting me. Oh, found it. That took a while. You'll watch some playthroughs. Granted, if you can find some playthroughs. Like I said, they haven't listed as an adult game, so we'll have to. Oh my god, this got a nice rack. That's what he said. Oh my god, did I spend that much on taxidermy? Oh, I'm definitely gonna have to do some hunting for some cash later. But anyway, I think that just my is anybody? Oh, Snake got knocked out. What the hell happened to Snake? Sidekick got himself a row. Nice. Okay, so I think that's going to be it. If I remember correctly, you guys don't have to worry about me dropping, but thank you guys for joining. I hope you guys had fun watching. I hope you guys had fun chatting with me, spending some time with me on this Sunday. If you liked what you saw, please drop a like down below. And if you haven't yet, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. And also don't forget to check out my Discord, my Patreon. Fell in the water. Patreon and the EDC Squirrel channel. All the links are in the description below. I'm not sure what I'm doing tonight at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, but I'll be streaming something. We'll figure it out. But thanks again. If you haven't yet, go check out the EDC Squirrel channel. Check out the last live I did. Let me know what you think. And let's go ahead and spread some love to somebody. We're going to go ahead and find somebody to raid real quick. And let's see who's up and streaming still. Hold on just a moment. I've got it. Oh my god. Always takes me forever to do this. Studio. Let me see who's up and running. Live. That's right. Clicky that. Click that button. And who is still up? We have the Blazed Rats. We have Trick Sheep, Yonder Wizard, and that's a Catson, Blazed Rat, Z1 Gaming, Trick Sheep, and Yonder Wizard. Trick Sheep. Wait, who's Lunas? I don't know who Lunas is. I'm not sure who Lunas is. Hold on. Let me look. Wow, I can't type with shit. Lunas is playing The Queen's Wasteland Awaits. Oh, she's playing Fallout. They're playing Fallout. Let's go ahead. Let's go raid Lunas, because we haven't raided Lunas before. At least it's not a name I am very familiar with. So let's go ahead, raid Lunas. And thank you guys again so much for joining me. Yeah, I can't think of anything else I want to add, really. Everything's been pretty cool. And I really appreciate you guys. You guys are freaking amazing. You guys in chat, super awesome. You guys just lurking about just as awesome. Thank you guys so much for all your support. Let's go ahead and raid Lunas. Thanks again for joining me. Hope to see you guys later tonight at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Have a good night. And stick around for the raid. Bye.
Little squirrel up in your tree so high.
Oh, that is the car I was driving. That's much. Yeah, okay, that is the Subaru I was driving earlier. The last stream. I couldn't remember.
The stars are blinking low. It's time to let it go. Squirrel, go to bed, yodelay. Turn off the game.